Hello and good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Show right on Star TV. We're glad to be back to this wonderful edition of another Breakfast Show. And of course, to begin with, this morning we have a guest in the studio, Mr. Bala, like Sarah used to call him, Omar Cisse, the president of the Gambia Transport Union. He will be the first we'll talk to before we go for a break, and then comes with the newspaper review. So because bala amul time mbokk yi ñu gërëm leen bu baax di leen dalal ci biir kër gi parce que gën gu maaga lañ am ci biir studio bi ki nga xam ne freiné media bi la fu ko waaye soxla fu ne mu ñëw uyu ci la mu am loo xam ne dañ ci bëgg a def ay leeral ñu ne nañ ko oo su ko defee ñu waxtaan ak moom waaye suñ jógee ci moom dinañ dem as usual ñu dem seeti the newspapers make a review of it waxtaan seet lan moo nekk ci boppi xibaar yi ñu def ci njàngat bu baax a baax ba laata loolu ndax moom it ku ñëpp soxla la ku ñëpp soxla moom loo am ci moom baax na li ñoo def rek mooy ñu nuyu and then after ñu door a mën a ñëw ci bala ñu ngi laa nuyu bu baax suma jigéen jile.
fay naa la lépp si.
naka suba si yaa ngi fine.
maa ngi fine sant
I am very much okay as well.
That's nice.
Sarah, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, good morning. Thank you very much. Welcome back to an edition of the Breakfast Show. Okay, as usual, we bring them, what's trending on social media. We also bring them what's on the newspapers, and also with some international news. And today we have a special guest.
Yeah, a special guest. Tey xamee ma ko nag, to be honest.
No, man bu mu ñëwee sax ma ne ko bala da nga sol xaftaan loolu laa ko
bala dafa am lu ma ko bëgg a wax xaw ma ndax Badi Bunkala. Are you? Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Cissé Kundala.
Cissé Kundala. Are you from Badibu?
Yeah, somehow from Balibu because.
But good because dina baax na li ma la bëgg a wax dinaa ko mën a wax because tey saraxule ngay duru te saraxule dinañ am ndam because Badi Bunka Zaglin Badi Bunka bëgguñ ko lay wax daa doon duroo saraxule.
Oh, okay.
Saraxule bëgguñ ko lay wax there is this kal bi nekk seen diggante.
Oh, okay.
And looking at Bala with that outfit, that kopoti bi, what's the difference with this kopoti and that of Sarah?
There's no difference. It's just the style that is
the
different.
problem I got with you all the time is that they're different, Sarah.
No, the more different. I always stand by the truth.
But looking at these two kopotis, obviously, you can distinguish the difference between this kopoti and that kopoti.
This is the kopoti that Sarahules use, and this is the kopoti that Fullers use. That's the difference.
But much get do poti sambo. You were not gonna say it.
No.
Thank you very much.
How about sambo?
I'm not.
But more get do poti sambo. All right, we're glad to have you.
Thank you.
At least we kept you waiting. For some reason, hamonare I get tired or whatever. But this is just to whet your appetite. For you raise that thing out of you. Then suka defe nga muna sawar ak yoyu. Sarah muna daf la parel daf la wara bombard with so many questions. And there is something I want to know as well because I am kind of confused. Abna lehew just weeks ago. And then man gisuma whether I'm not impact or not, I will want to come up with that as well. So I can make some clarifications on that. Whether hit naman mako by tel or whatever, but we'll get to that later. Sarah mobile and get that introduction.
One thing mooy ne gis nañ news yi nga xamante ne mu ngi nekkoon on the newspapers, especially relating to Gambia Transport Union. Génne ngeen press releases regarding accidents yi nga xamante ne loolu moo dee xew fii si biir lii di réew mi waaye tamit gis nañ tamit wax nga tamit si wàllum insurance bi tamit ne police yi waruñoo téye nit ñi ci wàllum lii di ne insurance waxtaane woon nañ ko fii ne nag waaye dañ ko bëgg a dégg tamit ci yow lan moo waral nga yëkkati li nga xam te moo nekk lii di kàddu yooyu noonu jëmale ko ci police yi regarding the insurance.
jërëjëf Sara jërëjëf lépp si ak suma sista bi kontaan naa trop pour ñëwaat fii saraxule na laal na leen
gën a saraxule lan
non la jege na leen trop
jege nga leen
trop
du dañ mukk
waaw
du dañ mukk kon
comme Gambia fii yaa gën a xam
exactly
li ngay laal fànn yu bari ñun yàlla ñu def ñu séddoo côté boobu
loolu neex nag ci réew mi gis nga dew sa time maa ngi waxtaan ak benn boy ñuy waxtaan des affaire yi we were talking about genocide and xenophobia. I am not saying munta am Gambia, but the far difficult because the way we live. We only have two main ethnic groups all the time that they have differences. But ethnic groups they live together. But then have this intermarriage between us. But when it comes to xenophobia, ku jógee from elsewhere nga ñëw Gambia dañ dee open ba nga xam ne in fact sax soo moytu dañ la dee bàyyi suñ kër gi yow yaa dee dogal. so dafa difficult pour ñu xam loolu that's the beauty about what you're saying.
comme loolu moo am man dama jaasoo si xeet yi trop. moo tax if ñu may liggéey sax duñ dee mën a exactly ban you know.
da nga am family di Silakunda are you related to them.
jege naa leen trop.
xam nga kër ga maa saf rebellion di Ricola.
so brother. ok first of all di nuyu ñu seetaan Star TV. ñëw fii daf ma di jokkontante trop. ndax waxtaan yu fi waxtaan dafay am solo trop. first of all Sala dafa wax mu ne dafa gis ñu génne press release. ñu gaa doon doon accident. yaa ndaw loo gis accident dañ bari trop si biir réew mi. loo xamante ni ñëpp dañ si war a wax. ñëpp dañ si war a def jéego pour mu ñu mën a ko minimize. xëy na mënuñ koo jeexal. 100%. ba at ring suñ koo advocate. dina mën a def sam jéego pour ñu mën a ko minimize. ndax nu mu nekk di réussir ak nu mu nekk di demee. ñun yëpp seefuñ. ndax ku nekk soo fi ñëw moto moo laa fi indi. soo ñëwee moto moo laa yóbbu soo fa daan indi kees kenn xamatu suba ku si dal. donc ñu si am fi ñu si loru ñun yëpp suñu famille lañ. ku si waxtaan fi sa mbokk na ci. lu yaakaar na ñun yëpp dañ war a try pour ñu minimize. si côté insurance tamit war na lu tax ñu jox ne baaraam tuuma ak police. xam nga accident moo tax insurance bi ñëw. insurance accident moo tax mu ñëw. di moto insurance. mooy ne. nit yi da nga xam ne mu kuy dawal moto àla ku leeral foo accident am. kon accident su amee. nga jënd moto accident am. nga yaaxal nit amuloo koom-koom loo koy defaree. est-ce que loolu loo ko soo fekkee ne di matawento police xam nga prostitution am mun na la si tëj. waaw nga dem kaso. ba di seen time koo yaaxal tamit lu mu si génn ba léegi moom mun na laa topp alal bi mun tam alalam bi yonga loolu. moo tax. suñ kilifa ba xalaat indi accident. since colonial days no accident dañ ko àbbu. dañ ko jéggaani. tubaab yi ñoo ko sos. comme mën naa ko waxee si olof suusu la. suusu dañ koy teg. ku am gàllankoor. ñu jokk ko. suñ ko sosee dafay am dir bu mu am su fekkee ne gàllankoor amut. ku yëg garanti moo ko moom. mooy di compagnie. so ñu gis ne Gambia bu ñu indi jéegaane loi bi ñu indi ko fii. ñu tënk ko action loi ñu ne oto buy daw si kaw tali. war nga mën a am insurance. lu tax nga war a am insurance mooy ne soo fekkee ne jayo am na. ñu si am gàllankoor. ñu mën a am ku leen di fompal seen rangoon. loolu moo tax insurance bi ñëw. ñu gis ne moo tax on a Motor Traffic Act is compulsory insurance. mooy ne soo ko amut. doo daw si tali bi waaw. lu tax police di ko enforce mooy. police da ko doon enforce pour lan la pour gis ne ñu nekk si moto bi ñu nekkoon safeguard. ndax accident kenn mënu wax ne du am. waaw su amee tamit ñu am lu leen mën a dimbale. bon this is not the case here now. police yi ñu ngi enforce insurance. pour ku nekk mën a ndax police are here to protect life and properties. ñu ngi enforce insurance 100%. bon naaw lu tax insurance bi am loolu nekku di am. mooy ne nit yi nekku ni njëriñ. si insurance. kon loolu njëriñ insurance amatul. dinañ njëriñ some individual some group of people. ba lu tax mu ñëw sax ndax nan teg suusu insurance suusu la. nga teg ma teg kenn am gàllankoor ñu dajale ñu jokkoo ko. ba léegi dañoo teg ba ku am gàllankoor ko du am. kon est-ce que suusu boobu am na njëriñ léegi.
kon dafa mel ni li nga bëgg a wax daal mooy insurance company yi duñ def dara bu jëyee amee.
parce que lu tax ma loolu mooy. dafa am policies. dafa am act. moo tax first of all dama ne na review act bi. na act bi mu ngi fi since 1948. am na ay recommand since colonials. act bi mu ngi fi. lu yaakaar naa Gambia war nañoo passé lu am loo yoo xam ne ni muy ne teg. nekk in cold store up to since colonials. nit yi ñu si am ñu ko soxla mën nañu ko jëfandikoo. and tout second ma ne. di 11 insurance compagnie yu am Gambia. nguur ban la ci moom. moomul ci benn. yëpp ay groupe ay fichier individuel people ñoo ko moom ñoo bëgg a def business bi pour ñu mën a dimbal askan bi bon soo fekkee ne accident am na léegi du assessment here you guys are journalists. ñaata nit la ko pesé. loolu mooy fundamental right. ba ñaata nit leen fa ne accident su amee because may dégg nit ñi di wax ne third party insurance du dee fay ku la wax loolu. kan mooy third party in that case the word of third party mooy koy ñoo yaaxal. waaw. te muy dëgg la ñun suñ njaboot bi muy commercial vehicles the average of them ko third party insurance lañ dee fay.
But third party mooy yow sa moto bi is not covered so yaaxu yaa xam si alal moo yaaxu kenn du la fay but now those passenger on board those goods on board koy ñëw tampon si koy ñëw tampon néegam koy ñëw tampon moto bi koy ñëw tampon dama tànkam bi kooku mooy third party kooku moo war a am ndàmpaay
ok
so comme soo fekkee jeyoo am na accident am na driver bi moo di véhicule su wooti am na kay di nguur am na driver lancé am na insurance kon léegi ñu si am lorange luy sabab lu ñoo xaar pour ñu oolee kaay leen fa kaay leen dambay ñun those véhicules have valid insurance
ok
soo ñu gis ne kon fii am na client bu fa nekk am na criminal matter issues bu fa nekk moo tax ñun we categorize them some of them as scammers wax ko kenn bu ko wédi because you know your responsibility nee ko di ko def di dox si help Gambian si xam nga ñu bari understanding ko
waaw is the same thing as gars dañoo scam nit ñi rek
dañoo scam nit ñi
scam definitely
léegi last year we are talking about 100 something people ñoo daaw si kaw tali ñoo xamante ni is recorded ñu mën naa ëpp loolu but do the assessment ñoom all of them kenn amu si compensation donc even life bu nekk minimum of 250,000 soo dee war nga mën a am insurance company ñaata nit ñoo si am injuries ñoo si am permanent injuries ñu toog si kër gi ñun they are breadwinners of their families am nañ doom yu dem school am nañ ñu sa yaay ba ñooñu jeexal nañ belee insurance company joxuñ dàmpaay ñooñu demal hospital ñaata people ñoo fa nekk di stockul seen bills ñaata nit ñoo nekk hospital pour fay bill sa jënd garab dafa nekk problème si ñoom ba insurance company ñu ñëpp am nañ xaalis si insurance company ñaata alal moo yaxu si kaw tali ba léegi insurance company ñu ngay toog ak xaalis boobu di ko loolu moom dul continuer moo tax ñu woo IGP ne
léegi ndax yéen engage ngeen authorities yi ne for example stakeholders ñi nga xamante ne ñoom ñoo dee seetu these insurance issues
we have a concern bind nañ with one insurance company bind nañ di Central Bank of the Gambia ñoo regulatory body
waaw
insurance companies ñu binda Central Bank man waxoon naa di commissioner of insurance at Central Bank Aliou Silla wax naa moom si but respond to speaking I'm not satisfied with it
okay
yeah as a regulatory body man loolu complain xam ne for me is very genuine di wax ne nañ bàyyi su bañee nga yóbbu leen koot ñaata nit moom man yóbbu insurance company du problème si man ba ñaata Gambie ñoom la afford yóbbu insurance company koot because kuy struggle pour faire 30 ans ko mën a fay looyaa dem koon
because démb maa ngi doon waxtaanaa benn driver mu ne moom gis-gisam mooy ne su fekkente ne striguñ in this insurance policy bii nii ñoom drivers yi dinañ ñëw boycott insurance
ñun pare na sax ñun pare nañ si moo tax we are alarming this nekkul lu ñoo def xamuñ ko de we really know what we are doing moo tax ñu ngi ko alarm pour autorité xam ne we discussed with the Ministry of Transport on this IGP Central Bank ne ñëpp ñoo ma gën a xam policier moo leen mi ñu xam na ne lu may wax loolu moo dëgg moo nekk di am the insurance company are used police as agency because police are here protect lu nekk di protect nekko delivery kon léegi enforce loolu ba jëla insurance police li ñooy enforce insurance sax fon sa enforce ko mooy véhicule tax license insurance kenn defoo ko sax ngeen dem da ngay préfère sax amul license ngeen mën a yu license insurance kenn du ko mën a but what is the outcome kon ñu gis ne lii dafa war a nekk win-win situation su nit ñi dénk leen seen xaalis premium bi at least su nga amee accident go back to them bal xam nga mbir fan la commencé nit this is contract between the driver or vehicle owner and the insurance company the all contracts dina am terms and conditions bi di contract dafa am clause yoo xam ne mooy govern man war naa xam ne lu ma seexaay yow lii ak lii mooy suma bénéfice ba est-ce que mos naa da nga islam tiral yow di wax nit ñi lii
non never
because bëggu nit di jël xaalis si ñoom loolu moo war a daga Europe soo fa nekkee nga am accident deforming consumer nga doo ragal sax because am nga ne somebody is there who take their your responsibilities ñun foofu la ko am bon ñu muñu jëfandi loolu ñu bëgg loolu ñu continuer loolu dama bëgg a wax driver yi ne ñu am na ko ma di bi rek waa ji ma dégg mu ne moom am na accident ak suma benn driver am na accident ñoom fay nañ ma waaw fay ma man as individual
doesn't mean
thousand of people ñu may fay loolu dafa am njëriñ
amul njëriñ
and number two nga wax ne nit people am na claim nit di nga dénk nit sax alal li nga ko su ma amee problème ma ñëw jël ma mu claim ko ba su amul buntu claim nga koy frustré doo di ko sonal su yàggee dafay baax dégg so loolu la bëgg a pour government make attention on this xamal ne let me give you a simple example here ñaata moto lañ am Gambia.
Thousands.
Over 200,000 vehicles in this country. Minimum premium is $1,900 is private. Sorry, $1,900 private. Minimum. My private vehicle, private, the passenger on board they are not covered.
They are not covered, wow.
Yeah.
But go to taxi paying 2,000 plus. 14 passenger paying 5,000 plus. The way your Kasaka passes, the way you are paid.
Okay.
But now, taxi, $2,000, $5,000 exactly. But now, so if you have to combine, this is millions of dollars.
Okay, if you take Motor Traffic Act, the Insurance Act, law, and then motor guide enforce law, you must have to have a driver's license, you must have to have insurance, but apply the road. Then yen so you getting any police warrant to enforce that law. Naka la gaay di gisee wax jooju foog loolu batul bi comme li nga wax yéen ngi engage gaay fight bi fa la war a nekk before ngeen a ñëw direct to the police to tell them not to enforce that law.
We are the soldier police ba xam nga police yi Gambia la comme ñun. Ndax lu ne loi boo enforce am na da ngay expect return. ne ko da ngay enforce loi bi da ngay enforce rek. loi du nekk da nga ko seet dafa am agenda bu tax ñu seet ko. ba soo fekkee ne police are playing their part. the other player are not playing their part. loolu correct na am na police yi. So if they enforce insurance just to protect people, people are not protected. Banjir la pour ñu ko enforce.
Waaye police daf mën nañu enforce loolu mën nañu def loolu not to enforce that law.
Ñaata loi moo
do they have that mandate to do that?
Ñaata loi moo fi nekk police enforcing ko.
Non li ma mean mooy concerning this one dama bëgg a xam rek because we are in this together dañ bëgg a xam because people are watching and they need to know exactly lan la police war a def ak lan la war do they have that mandate, do they have that right not to enforce that law?
This is common sense
because it's law
it's a law man duma wax ñaata law moo nekk ci code bi loolu enforcing ko
bari na I can say
it's a common sense dañ ko enforce pour nit yi njëriñ ko si ne njëriñ ko pour some ay group people ñoo ko njëriñ amul njëriñ donc let me tell you this we are discussing with the police on this donc let me tell you average of the Gambian people ñoo amee they are well conscious xam ne ñoo wax dëgg la bëgguñu fight du ju suñ njëriñ ba alis bu leen di jox dem bëgga ñu si am gàllankoor na si njëriñu suñ ko defut soo fekkee police il faut ñu nangu boycott.
Yeah, I think Lipsy is also very important because policy ñoom tamit as far as they are enforcing these things, all right, ñoom they should go back to the stakeholders. Right now we have difficulties from drivers in Yune.
Exactly.
This insurance right te su fekkente ne is going to continue so ñoom they rather not pay for the insurance.
Exactly.
So we want you people to enforce this thing so that ñun tamit we will able to enforce this insurance.
Exactly.
Driver su amee accident first of all man dafa commit a crime on the Motor Traffic Act. Police daf koy charge si loolu yóbbu si kanam loi si kooku loi daan ko
waaw
suñ ko doon loi mën na dem code la exemple mooy ne fii ñaata driver ñoo fi am accident ñu dee ñu leen ko ñu ne lu leen fan dafa tuuti xam nga yàgg jóge na waaw ba naaw ku ci dee nag ko xam nga ko what aspect la driver moo def comme criminal activities moo am si accident ñu charge that criminal aspect but what about the compensation here now ku ci ñàkk bakkanam ku ci loru ku ci alal yàqu kooku mooy nekk war a njëriñu du driver mooy njëriñu de kuy victime bi moo war a njëriñ driver du victime here di covered vehicles here driver di ring covered moo insurance cover driver bi de su dee si moto sax moom cover
okay
di moto si bu muy dawal cover insurance bu mu amee cover moto bi cover xam nga kan la cover
that should be the third party.
Yeah, that's the third party. Da nga di parce que bi nga average véhicule tey Gambie loolu la ñoo jël lu lañ jox di mindset ne mooy ne third party du fay nit yi loolu lañ jàpp police driver sax dem na ci insurance na sax pour wane ko police rek la comme certificat la comme life insurance rek xam ne moo am na ko ma loolu daal di purpose understand nga ba na soo fekkee ne driver is not covered moo soo amee accident dina ko charge crime yóbbu ko court si crime boobu moto bi covered ba léegi ku si am gaañu nag nu kooku famille Gambien la moo tax mu fay insurance boobu ba kooku nekkul ni njëriñ
moo tax li ngeen génn di wax baax na because su ko defee ñoom dinañ xam ne they need to revisit that law. but léegi.
aw challenge central bank. even di soo fekkee ñooñu ñooy compensé. lan la sa assessment nag wala ñu ñaar lañ compensé ñu dem di record ñu ñaar accident moo am la ñu balance. ñu mën a xam. soo fekkee ñu ngi compensé.
ok would it sound this better this way su fekkee ne comme li ngeen a xeex nii ngeen xeex si façon bi tamit soo fayee nga dem de at bi jee amuloo accident obviously defuloo dara. then the following year at least insurance company bi ñu compensate la for example soo waroon a fay 1,500 di dem nga the whole year amuloo accident obviously amuloo benn claim defuloo dara so ñu wéefal la ko sax at least ñu gis ne kii daw na the whole year amul accident fayuñ ko claims fayuñ dara because amul benn problème 1,500 la doon fay léegi at least nañ ko charge 3/4 or mu fay half of the money. because
for me my perception dina xalaa ute soo fekkee ne yow sa insurance company dafa cover dafa insure within the year like 5,000 vehicle or 10,000 or 50,000 vehicle sa benn claim mën naa jël ba 250,000 lu yow léegi 2,500 nga fay ji nga lu ci nekk mooy soo fekkee da nga insure 30,000 vehicle for example as annum xaj na 5 vehicle ñoo si am accident so da 30,000 xaalis bi nga war a dampaay ñale soo fekkee kenn amoo si accident nag loolu sa wërsëg insurance ni ngay liggéey mooy mën a susu la
non waaye soo seetee bi la am soo seetee
par exemple soo fekkee ne léegi accident bi ñun ñëpp ñu insure léegi 5 moom accident ñun dat claim dem na ba 5 million for exemple nga jëloo ñi est-ce que di nga mën a 5 million pour jox ñale
then warof ñoo xam ne ñu ngay claim ne ñu ngay fay claims ba pare yet still at the end of the time ñu ngay fay ñu ngay joxe profit ñu ngay joxe share profit sharing
non xam nga insurance comme ñu ko def
so lan mooy différence bi ko defee because they pay claims and they give out
bëgg ma fi tudd ba limited average of insurance companies Gambia they are big scammers du mën a wax ñëpp because soo neewee we are not making justice but am na ñun diilal nu waxtu dina jot dina leen tudd one by one ñu foog ne they are doing good ak ñu foog ne they are not doing good but right now am na ñoom soo amoo ñoom claim to speaking they are playing their part ñun duñ fi teg a koy ne comme ne defuloo dara but what most important ba ñu si gën a bëri
why not you people also publish ñi nga xamante ne well they are doing good and ñi nga xamante ne they are doing bad because if we know Gambians xam nañu ok ñii ak ñi ñoom ñoo dee fay all right ñii gaa yu dee fay Gambians dinañ boycott ñooñu dem si ñale den ñale
do you think they can do that do you think in fact they should do that do you think so
non xam naa dafa difficult lépp si man if I noo ne ok kii daf def lu baax kii daf def lu bon man am naa right I go and ma ne kii nii service am dafa baax kii dafa def lii ak lii kii service am baaxul my friend that will even force that person to adjust
moo tax ma ne boycott na am su fekkee defuñu seen toogaay moo tax ñu ngi seen alarme ku ci am loxo nga wàcc ban ñun kenn du ñu jàngal lu ñoo def xam nañ ko bu baax lu ñoo def dinañ tudd soo fekkee ne lifin bi buur bi ceeñut moo tax ñëpp kalifa yëpp ñu si am loxo jégg nañu ñun we are part of the many transport committees ñu we are si bi ji dinañ advocate lii su demee ba gis ne ne ba dañ ko def ñun dinañ taxaw si njëbal mu la bu kenn ci insurance ku koy fay dama si compagnie diw nga fay ko ñun even right now some average of drivers dañ ma dee call su ma insurance jeeg fan lay fay
nit ñi xamul
déedéet because su clé amee man la yaakaar fan lay fay man la dama la fay si lépp si bu ma appelé bias comme laay dama nekk di jàppale compagnie jàppale bëgguma loolu dama bëgg a compétition bari man dama ko lu sarta bu nga am dama tali ko man bëgguma fii nekk pour compagnie yow compagnie bii dama ko compagnie li das na si fii ko oona bu ma ko sax fan lay fay loolu bëgguma ko
waaw bala fooguloo seen drivers itam léegi-léegi am how often ngeen di engage drivers pour ngeen make them aware because ñeneen ñu bëri xamuñ third party lan la miin xamuñ lan la loolu la understand because many people xamuñ ko sax da nga am insurance you don't even know what third party means
but it's not the responsibility of the transport union to synthesize drivers it's the responsibility of the insurance companies
understand
ñoo war a radio programs talk shows
obviously that is their responsibility but what I am saying is to make things easy to make life easy for them comme moom being the president moom understand na at least muy xam na ne ñu la they are not doing what they are supposed to do moom mu take it upon himself to enlighten these people man that's what I am saying
man soo fekkee ne su ma njaboot diw na si accident ma yegg ko dina def all procedures ne naa make sure insurance company fay ko right now benn pending claim naa si insurance company ñu xam naa fa mu bëjaa moom lu olof njaay waay foofu fax na doon baax na doone benn caaxaane ma ko sax bind naa seen ramak
claim bi how long la jël
it's over 4 to 5 months now di ma wax yu dof di ma wax ne na dem court
dafa involve casualty
non property damage la oto bu arrière tampon pole police report détermine ne yow yaa arrière tampon pole bi mu benn moto nga ne daa leen ko ba du ci société bi kan la koy si jox kan la koy jox su nga si fi kan la koy jox moto bu am insurance mu baax sa mu tampon pôle bi daal borom pôle mu ngeen kële nga ne non you are not satisfied with that kan la responsabilité boobu kan la ko joxaat du driver boobu soo fee ñaari moto ñoo club laal benn pôle mu nga wax ne kii yow xam naa su demee koor ñu ne la du lépp si man la benn moto nga way caaxaan la ni matter going to court it's not a civil matter it's criminal matter mooy accident bi but the compensation moo police yóbbuñu ko court de police crime offense boo commet under motor traffic la lay yóbbu court ba du la wax ne da nga tam pôle jàmbur non that is a civil between NRA and you that's why nga fay insurance boobu
moo tax it's always good ngeen di génn su ko defee ngeen a wax because once ngeen wax rek nit ñi dañ
claim bu ma am su ma ko amee dinaa procédure ma ba léegi du ma bëgg du man kese du suma njaboot kese lii Gambie ñëpp ñëpp a amoto donc ku ñëpp a yëg contract bi because man tey aw ma benn contrat bi ne surtout suma private la am contrat bi insurance company du man ñaanu ma ko yàlla bu ma am nag ba suma bet nañ ma fay
yéen incha allah musal
man lu ma bëggoon a laajte mooy accident su amee lan la driver bi o koo xam ne moom lañ cause damage and you know that your car is insured nan la kooku mun a def ba insurance company bu mu insure moto am bi xam na ne comme like moom dafa he was involved in an accident and he now needs to be compensated.
The issue is the procedure mooy ne soo fekkee am nga accident your first of all lu la war your vehicle owner as a policy holder just to inform your insurance company mooy nga yégal sa insurance company am na accident
okay
naka la demee ku folti bul si du kasa du sa affaire loolu police report dina ko détermine.
But do you think perhaps the insurance companies are not paying because some drivers do not report the accidents that occurred?
Report su frustré nag no report man ñu teg suuf si mën naa yow sa tool moo la pour nga jàpp suuf mun la ko claim xam nga amoo si solo amoo si sago ma soo may sago kay suuf su lu mu nee ak xaalis su mu nee di ko jëli ba soo su la frustré bloc la yoon bi yëpp doo ko jëli exemple mooy nii nga informe insurance company am na accident ñoom force dañ war a sauver mata bi ñoom sax am na war a ragal pour dem xool accident bi nga jël form bi fill form bi need some requirements from that form from the police report you know the value of li nga yaaxa and so forth loolu c'est moo njëkk a nekk boodi si borom moto bi because soo bëggee am like for example let me big institution nga bëgg a am foofu invoice noo ko amee léegi man bu jógee Gambia am very soo bëgg sax loolu may jégal bu jógee naka la ko amee
I am living with Gambisara people.
No, you are not.
You encourage you. Why would you allow that man to make some money?
I'm from Gambisara. So, ku jógee Gambisara. mu ko am big issue bu ko invest naka la ko jëlee. And number two, wala am police report. Bi protocol mu daal soo demee Sénégal tey for exemple. Let me ji example Sénégal. So accident amee. To invite the police pour ñu mën a ñëw sauver. You pay for it. As independent body because police are independent body here. su ñoo ñu sauver ñu def seen skate plan you pay for it ñu ngay fay ñu ñoo ñu sauver ñu gëm seen recommendation lii moo fay.
Who pays the police?
yow mu leen ku leen pour ñu def sauver. yaa fay pour procéder à operation cost. it's just a small amount. pour ñu def sauver comme seen fuel and so on so forth. suñu sauver ñu def report bi ñu jël report ñu dem code bi authentique ko stamp ko yow nga fay fay little bit money. report boobu ñooy binda police commissaire you are responsible for the sam jabar bi moo responsible for the accident ñi nga yor driver yi dinañ gi ma tout insurance compagnie ñooy takkul maata bi ñooy fay di ku ñu war a fay il faut ñu yombale mbir bi bal demal fale utal ma kay di fale utal ma kay di fale utal ma kay di comme ni fii amul fi mbokk
perhaps loolu moo gën a tax sa driver yi maybe duñ dee dem report because of it the burden is too high
and secondly the contract buñ sign mu ne nit yi dem fa insurance sax pour war ko police
waaye man pour man dama believe ne even though yes still lañ war a report to the insurance company xam nga la moo tax xam nga nit ki soo ko accuse of something understand dafa neex ci bés bu mu taxawee deny loolu ngeen taxaw ne ok def nañ nangam report dañ cases yéen nekk leen di follow up.
non na ko jël si fànn bi driver xamante ba insurance xam nañ ñaata nit moo fi di xam nañ ko ñoom soo fekkee ne mën nañ ñëw si télé aussi rajo au yu sa plateforme dëgg driver yi nekku leen di claim de am nga xaalis bu leen fi tegal de nu ñu àll ci loolu lu la duñ def loolu soo mee bu ñu fay
loolu laa doon wax I think is the responsibility of the insurance companies ñoom tamit they have a big role to play in Lipsy. All right, drivers should not play their role for them. Even if you're a first timer, if you have your first vehicles and then you are going to register yourself, all right, ñoom ñoo la war a taaj la explain na la everything ne lii ak lii la pour yow nga am understanding bi but loolu sax du dee am. You just go dañ la wax charges bi is this amount. You pay, they stamp, they sign, and they give you go. While ñoom dañu war am partners yi nga xamante ne they should sit with you and explain to you insurance policy yëpp naka la but they are not doing that
anyway li nga wax dëgg la ba par exemple li nga wax definitely understand nañ ko but fi ñu laa pousse di la ko laaj fu loolu la ñu war a mën a def pour nga génne li nga doon wax pour nit ñi mën a bénéfice because even nit ñi seen boppa lii lañ nekk di complain all the time kii dégg na ko kële dégg na ko man dégg naa ko that's the cry of the people but foog ñu pin la to a corner then nga explain ñu loolu ñun mën a understand for guy benefit I think we are taking more time on this but before you do because am nañ la it's an opportunity pour ñu laaj la about this route licensing scheme how effective it is because man I am telling you the truth gisanguma benn moto boo xam ne am na sticker
non route licensing bi am na moto am ñu ko am team bi demoon naa si garage ji ñu ngi ko joxe over 100 vehicle plus am nañ ko
okay good
yeah but comme ni nga wax rek trial la c'est piloting programme la yoo xam ne ñu si nekk di jàng ñu ngi receive consent from both drivers and commuters di wax ni naka la nga ko xalaatee ñooñu naka la nga foog ne moo baax si ñoom so finally su mu paree di comité dina indi final recommendation bi moo xam ne léegi dina ko enforce bi ko bëgg indi loo xam ne suba dina xon driver yi ou dina xon client yi nañu xam ne problème bi yàgg na fi doo xëy bénéfice nga bëgg ko ciiñ mu ngi soo ko ceeñ ak doole mu nga indi loorange bari si kanam loolu la nekk di avoid moo tax ñu def ko pilot ñu jëne yoolu yi gën a critical ñu introduce si comité bi right now every day ñu si ground bi di pick informations driver ñu ngi make some are making very good opinion on this some are am na ñoo xam ne client am na ñu ñëw res so de bëgg a boole ñoo ñëpp together ñu validate ko ñu ni loo xam ne at least fii ba période mën nañu saaf but right now community is work hard on it pour gis na ne na driver ga mel lañ bokk dama bëgg a understand nit ñi ne lii is not a competition between driver and the commuter fii ñu nekk commuter la ñëpp ay dugal si moto yooyu suñu yaay ñoo fa dee dugal ku ko bëgg ku ñu ko yombala la mu ngi dimbale ba dafa am lu bari loo ci yàlla laa ko ne feebar bi yàgg na fii doo xëy benn bi nga bëgg koo jëlee xam nga dañuy yàkkam ba ne il faut ñu am patient pour ñu mën a koo lii ba the same time su mu amee loi yi tamit nag commuters are not willing to cooperate or driver yi du dem ndax loi boo xam ne Gambia ñoo ko moom but what most important is dama ko lebee moto yi pour ñu bari even recently dama ko dewal driver yi client yi ne oto bu taxaw mu ne la Latrikunda laa jëm yow dew Latrikunda bu fa dugga soo fa duggut soo taw tuuti dina change décision bi su Latrikunda ñëpp daw dugga fa xam nga ko daal di bëgg xaalis loolu nag di continuer di ko def rek so loolu but we are working way out because transport lu ñu sonaloon mooy the past since colonials up to now amuñ benn régulation in terms of transportation loolu soo fee secteur mel na noonu pour nga gofaan ko defee jafe we are talking about the Motor Traffic Act since colonials soo fekkee am nga façon loi yu there is very light am ñoo xam ne tey it's not even mun la ko implement 100%. So these are lapses yoo am nañ ko but now gis naa ne government the current government am not a politician ba wala mu leer ba nguur yi fi nekkoon defuñu dal si transport.
But you can be a very good one nag.
Not as of now. nguur yi fi nekkoon. defuñu dal am na the name of transport Ministry of Transport. But in those days soo demee Ministry of Transport names is there but doo fa fekk any spot.
How about now?
Now the ministry. am nañ director of transport. on the ministry. am na staffs. ñooñu amuñ benn liggéey luy transport matters. ba in those days da ngeen fa doo xam koy waxal. kii mu ne la man technicien la kii mu ne la man technical man la kii mu ne man policy la end of da koy waxal. yow ku nekk am na la société. but now create nañ the department of ministry. ñu employ director of transport am staff ñu fa nekka kon gis nga boolu big achievement la. kon naa tey soo fee amee issue in transport yow. you can go to me and loo jox complaint ay office. so any person who is concerned dina koy njëkk jàpp dangay end of day yu amal Gambia lii moo ñu lifin. ñun transport dañ ko ngi dañ fa jàppoon du dara. moo tax tey ñu nekk si fitna yëpp. dañ ko caaw jënti ne loolu du dara.
wala driver sant nañu yàlla bu ñu amee gaynde gu mel ni yow.
non
yow xam nga
soo driver
yow ku la ne kaay nga yàkkamti.
xam nga soo lee driver yi. man am been driving a vehicle for 16 years. dawal moto mooy suma métier aw ma lu ma am fa laa ko amee soo gis ñu duggee si lii xañ na fu ñu jaaroon bi am ko du nga fi nettali ba pass na too much of challenges ba gis na ne Gambie rek moo ñëw suñu bakkan xaj na si su leer lu nekk gis naa déggoon na ci time boobu dañu su nit ñi gis nañu nit problème lañ ba am na leen la yaakaar mooy ne we all call yaa ni foog ñu Gambia ñun Gambia la ñu war a contribute mooy suñu secteur la contribute parce que soo may ne si media side mun ma si dara bi ko xamoo ko ba moo tax ñu am better standard in transport sector ndax contribute am fi transport is the wheel of the economy su soxee rek réew na sox
yeah coming to the stickers amoon na time dama demoon si Brikama garage bi dem interview drivers yi si mbirum yokku pass bi la mos seen xalaat ak yooyu noonu I met with the officers that were stamping the vehicles they were there that day and yenn driver yi they were so reluctant to get the stickers on their vehicle best chef de garage moo ñëwoon di leen explain nu mu fa war a demee est-ce que yéen jéego ngeen jëloon pour nga wax ak driver yi the importance of having that sticker and you know all that on their vehicles.
no driver yi lu ñu si jàngal mooy dañ am fear day ragal lu ees la xamuñ fu muy dammee xamuñ fu muy tàmbali so they have that fear comme soo nekkee dara ñu bëgg a lay ni lu weesoo xam loo si understanding jar naa fagaru nag nga xeetu nga xool ba ñu bari ñu ngi understand ñoom during their course lu ñu rees mooy ne pour ñu am final destination du seen problème they have only one problem in this ñu ñoo comment mooy ne sticker one route loolu rek moo leen si jaaxal
one route
waaw ba soo fekkee government mën nañoo create pour ñu am destination mo buy jox fi ngay dem noonu dina soppal idea boobu because Gambia trafic bi dafay waame te fii mun naa dox soo di dox so loolu dafa seer I feel that is very genuine you know
it is genuine it is
man wala ma ko yéen tamit comme benn wax bi ko comme tamit lu ci yéene mooy nag passager dem directly kon ñun ñëpp ñoo bëgg a yéene kon defal ko dafay yomb moo tax ma ne la this during this trial ñu si jàngale lu bari yaakaar end of the day dina ko mel ne dina mën a dimbali driver dina mën a di askan bi ko soo mën a xëccoo am na fa rek
man I think it's somehow effective because depuis bu mu ñëwee time boobu moto dafa xala yomba léegi sax danga dee jógee waaw
let me tell you
sometimes
even the doctor pass yi muy wàññi de
mu ngi over wàññeeku na bu baax
lépp si ñun suñu forum si xaj naa mun loo bal soo fa nekkee ñu fa nekk di dibét even suñu driver gisee kuy dog sax driver ñoo ko snap seen ko si groupe bi ñu call da gars yi xaas ko xam nga gis na ni parce que war a mën a xam nga yëpp mun na ko feeñal gis na ni ñu yow nit mun na yokk paasam bi léegi mu ngi cóona lii xam naa mun na ko xone patient bari xam na ne mu ngi wàññi dina def all the best pour collaborer gis na mu wàññi
wàññeeku na
Jacqueline su ne mu ngi wàññeeku
dama daan sonna dog pass bi
nangam naa wax na dëgg su ne mu ngi wàññi rek xam naa
léegi du ma dee am 5 minutes si tali bi dama dee am Westfield te su may ñibbi si garas bi dama I will not spend more than 10 minutes dama am Brikama
yàlla na yokku
definitely
du yàlla na yokku de yàlla moto laa ñaanal
amiin
oro gaay foofu
amiin
saara laay xoj rek su ko defee star jox la moto man garaaw xëy na soo amee after gaay door maa ut
ok no problem
ñu ngi jël more time but xam nga yow opportunité la benn affaire rek laa la bëgg a laaj xam naa ne géej nañ laa gis nga toog si plateforme ba mu jeex te waxuloo paas bu yokku paas bu nangam ay mënumaa remember kañ la for the first time ñu toog foog naa xam nga si lu diir bu yàgga nga toog ñaata minutes ñu ngi fi toog waxuñu ne dafa paas which means you're okay with it now affaire si ni ñu yokkee paas bi nii yëpp dal na joyeetu leen nañ yokk paas bi nañ essence dafa cher because tudduloo fi dara lu mel noonu même laajuñ la ko sax waaye ñu feeñu ci yow
xam nga am very realistic in terms of negotiation ndax ñu ne Gambian lañ ñun bu ñu waxtaan ko fi am naa fu mu ko tënk su àggut foofu ngay jooy moom yaa ngi la sa bopp rek dina tënkaa ko fi certain yu leer nu mu am naa document si nu maa ko sañ xam man paas bi su ma laajee suma opinion boppa dinaa baaxut
ba léegi
waaw
mooy kenn ngeen a doylu
kan mooy doylu
non yéen da ngeen bëgg a bari problème
kan mooy doylu
non yéen da ngeen bëgg a
yaa fi ut moto de
non yéen da ngeen bëgg a bari problème
ma ne
nañ yokk paas bi essence dafa seet def nañ ko ba pare nga ne baaxul style Jacqueline
I mean, listen to his point.
No. Si gis-gisam.
Mooy si gis-gisam. Everyone is entitled to your own opinion. Déglu ko.
Mooy gis-gisi driver yi. Mooy seen lamiñ.
But he's still coming. Déglu ko, he's still coming.
sa salaire bu nga yokka.
Suma salaire. Non, bul dugg si yooyu. Non, bul dugg si yooyu déedéet. Bul dugg si yooyu. man su fekkoon dañ ma yokkal ba pare man liñ ma yokkal baaxul waaye man yokkalaguñ ma de. Saara ngi nii Saara mu ngi nii man kenn yokkalu ma de. buñ waree yokka dafa bari benn yokkalu ma.
Yeah, it is an example.
xam naa bu mu jël si exemple boobu dañ yegg si driver yi.
Every time.
di jëlee bu nekk dafa waaye certificat bëgg naa yokkute.
waaw
bëgg naa moo sponsors
yéen daal
loolu mooy
kon daal ma mun a understand ne suñu yokkatoon ëllëg sax baaxul gën a wax ba tey bëgg ñu yokk.
ñu gañ nay yokk rek.
nañ yokk rek
te fuel bi di gën a wàññeeku.
I don't know foo du sama area.
gis nga it's not fair.
xam nga lu ma mën
fuel dafa wàññeeku yokkal nañ leen dooleen
lu tax ma loolu mooy ñun dafa am dañoo propose government propose about meeting you but discussion bi d'accord nañ loolu d'accord stick on that loolu lañ d'accord ba den d'accord ne si mbiri pass bi dafa am facteur yu bari yu koy gunge but the key factor here is fuel nu fuel bi Gambia amee wut ko dañ ko dee indi nu automatically su yokkee si international market bi dafa yokk fii moo tax ñun ñu teg baseline bi di government bu ñu doon discuss ñu agree on 52.23 if my brain can serve me well foofu la moo jël baseline to su increase 20% dina revisited tarif bi ñu seet naka lañ si waxtaanee bañ d'accord lu si ne waxtaan bi nag ñi nga yokk paas yéen communes yéen clients yi am na ku leen fa toogal nu ngi ko def day agree in that discussion kon dafa mel ni man ñu ma fay toogal driver yi am na ku leen kuy toogal fa clients yi ñu ne di same time soo fekkee ne fuel wàññi na 20% bëlee dina revisite paas bi ñu gis naka la ko wàññi soo su fa agul foofu nag ko jarul néeg bi di coow paas amul njëriñ
bala jërëjëf ñu ngi laa nuyu bu baax yow Ourgaye nee nga ko tàcc wax ji leer na waaye xam naa daal seen yéen
yokku baax na de
yéen dundal yokku baax na waaye yokku paas baaxul
ku nekk laa yokk yaa dee
yéen dundal
ku nekk laa yokkale bu
definitely
yéen dundal leen moo yombul yéen seen yokka yi war nañoo seetaan
xam nga ñun implement bu ñu créé nguur sa clé
ok baax na nañ la jaajëfal yow thank you very much affaire si leer na ñu ngi laa gërëm bu baax a baax we hope to see you again because lii moo ñu dee neex all the time because to be honest with you last time maa ngi ko doon wax fii nii xam nga dafa neex si nga ab bëgg a
du moom la make justice moo wax ba pare advice man sama njaboot bi in terms of road accidents ndax right now loolu lu ma tale nelaw la ndax accident bu am suma njaboot dina si ñàkk suma mbokk dina si ñàkk suma alal dina si yàqu su ma ne alal moto su ma ne njaboot driver ñoo si gaañoo léegi su ma ne mbokk ñuy fa jaay suñu mbokk lañ ma tout accident yëpp suma mbokk yaa gaañoo lañ
yaa njaboote kon
kon friend bi que dinaa ñaax ñëpp we are collaborating with the police and the relevant stakeholders foom naa ne task force ñu launch operation safety road safety nekkoon di witch hunt kenn bal dem nga ku nekk jéem def du baax road safety nag du nga ko mën a tënk rek tokkoo si loxo police oo nin ñëpp am nañ si rôle as Gambia ñëpp moto boo gis kër la jógee driver boo gis kër la jógee nit boo gis kër la jógee mbaam boo gis kër la jógee kon nag ku nekk def la war su nga ko defee rek dina mën a wàññi accident bal di ñaax suma njaboot bi mooy driver yi trafic dafa am code dafa am science su nga ko respecté rek wama accident du am de ba du bari ba di wax police tamit nekk opération bu nga ko jël as opportunity bu ko si utalee mu bi julli waaw loolu ko rekut xam nga soo woyee fii fa nga wax fee we discuss with IGP is very open minded bu ko ñu ñëpp ñu bokk pour ñu mën a defar ba ñu yónni la si kaw tali bi nga def naka su dul noonu dina indi ñu ñëw because ñun du nangu mukk ku ñu buntu xataa suñu njaboot bi si loolu dëgg du nga nangu du nga ko xarit wax kenn nag kon lu ma bëgg a mooy na liggéey ñun yëpp xam ne ñun yëpp ñoo ko mën a def ndoor ñu gis ne ndoor ba xam nga tey métti na ñu jël si kaw tali bi rek nga bëgg a si wuti sa mbubbi julli sa lii nga bëgg ko
yaa ngi emphasize on this de da ngeen am information ne gars yi ngi woon
what it happens we all see it every day
xam nga njaboot
dinaa ko support si boobu it happens
di nga am information ne gars yi ngi woon mbubbi julli ay waxtu
may ma rek su ma njaboot lu ñu bonee police njaboot noonu lañ bonee su ma njaboot lu mu mën a yàq police njaboot noonu lañ mën a yàq du ñëw bëgg si kaw tali kon su ma advice soo njaboot dina advice police yi waaw nan dégg mbir ak li fii soo ne standard road safety vehicle su nga ko jëlee fii 90% of vehicle they are going to go off let me tell you, even government vehicles ñoo wàcc tali bi ba am nag certains issues yoo xam ne di yaa kii di yaa permanent yoo xam ne mënuñ koo ñàkk si moto loolu na nga try ñu info ñun yëpp dina leen support nu we are doing the advocacy pour ñu gis na mi loolu because su accident mais fii ba passé ba dem dem soo bëgg maa dem passé
jërëjëf Bala thank you very much for coming jàmbaar nga gërëm nañ la bu baax a baax we hope to see you again loolu suñu am luñ bëgg a leerlu rek dinañ la oo parce que yow moom nangu nga yow ku la oo rek ngay xaar
naka suma doom bi suma woo yàlla kii suma système
yaa ngi ko benn affaire na Camaracounda dañ bëgg a xaalis loolu leerum waaye Camaracounda bi leer na mën na bëgg a xaalis waaw loolu kii moom su ko bañee man nettali la benn affaire léegi
maintenant
ok baax na all right jërëjëf we'll go for a break and when we come back we'll take a look at the newspapers. jërëjëf su ko defee ci del si waat yéen welcome back after that break. Let's go straight and take a look at the newspaper, Sarah.
No, let's go straight to our partner.
Our partner. Yes, our partner. Because I'm afraid you need more time. No.
We are not doing justice to her.
No, okay. Because I'm gonna you need more time. I was just trying to defeat because it's quarter to 10.
Yes, but
so
no matter what,
yeah.
Rek dañ ko wara delo njukal xam.
Definitely. That is Ami Classics Boutique.
Exactly.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Baru dang fa jaar?
Non, jaaraguma fa.
Jaarlo.
Dina fa jaar very soon.
Waaye yow da nga fa waroon a jaar time Easter. Then su ko defee nga am kaas yooyu boolu yaanja yooyu noonu ngalax bi. Understand? Even though maa ngi mer si ngalax bi ba tey waaye dina doon rafet nga def ko ci kaas yooyu noonu su ko defee lu ko gu ak yooyu noonu anyway loolu la lu ñoo def rek mooy wax na dëgg dañoo dem seeti suñ sister suñ waay muy Ami Fall bu Ami's Classic Boutique and Utensils fële ca Dipakunda ci gannaaw ay samari cinéma yoon wi ko jox gannaaw si koñi membool bi foofu ku fa jaar ku ne di nga dem seeti Ami Fall wala ngeen kol ko ci nomba yooyu ngeen jàkkaar loolu léegi nii in fact ñaari boutique la benn bi moo def kaas ak boolu yanja yooyu le beneen boutique bi ngeen dem jàkkaar loolu noonu moo am ay chaîne ay dàll ay poche ak ay dresses lu nekk am na fa korité bi le xale yi mën nañ faa sanse mag ñi mën nañ faa sanse exactement yaa ngi gis yooyu nga yow xale lu jamono la
yu rafet rek
tànn sa bu la neex la gis nga daal gis nga lii moom soo ko solee moom di nga jaagar yi moom
I know right
Aïcha falaa bëgg mu dem Jeyna ba falaa bëgg mu dem ak Aïcha nee na tuuti it falaa bëgg mu dem waaw su ko defee gaa dem seeti Ami's Classic Boutique and Utensils jërëjëf su ko defee nañ jël waat ci ab break and then we come back to take a look at the newspapers. Well, if you're just joining us, this is a breakfast show and you're getting us live from Star TV. It's time to take a look at the newspaper, Sarah.
Okay, thank you very much, Sheikh Kay. Lipsy. Today we take a closer look at three newspapers. That is the Standard newspaper together with the Voice and then the Foria newspaper. On the Standard newspaper, the main headline is OP says ex-minister Sane's comment over $669 million is misleading. That's the main headline on the Standard. Melvin Roberts sues IGP to return a jewelry worth $50,000. GPA, a corruption investigation report not ready according to the PRO, and father takes son to court for threatening to kill him. SSHFC donates to bedridden pensioners. And then looking at the Voice newspaper, we've seen on the main headlines, 4 major rice importers defaulted to supply COVID-19 rice package. State House react to ex-finance minister's interview over missing $669 million. Honorable Keba K. Barrow brings up Buba Jammeh's murder case in Parliament. Independent MPs question committee mood of selecting members to committee. CA party leader says facts about him, not a good lawmaker but pragmatic person. And Agric Minister tours poultry scheme for backway returnees. On the Foria newspaper, we've also seen Melvin Roberts sues IGP for alleged violation of his fundamental rights and freedom. Man also sues IGP for alleged violation of his fundamental human right. A voluntary migrant returnees pays courtesy call on Foreign Affairs Minister. We also see lactating mothers, pregnant women reluctant to return. Standard Chartered Bank also stakeholders, clients of orderly process after announcing decision to redirect focus from the Gambia. We also seen former majority leader laments the unresolved killing in his constituency during the last 5 years. And the question of the day for Foria newspaper is, what is the chance of peaceful settlement in Ukraine? Those are the main headlines that we have in these three newspapers. But first we start with the Standard newspaper. We discussed this story yesterday, and then we've seen the Office of the President says ex-minister Sane's comment over $669 million is misleading. According to the story, the Office of the President has issued a statement describing a statement by former Finance Minister Amadou Sane, carried by the Standard as misleading. Mr. Sane has said that the National Assembly should investigate OP over money said to have been withdrawn without approval. A National Audit Office summarized audit report on the government 2017 financial statement revealed that the government made withdrawals amounting to $669 million without approval from the Accountant General. The report said the money was withdrawn from special security accounts which were closed on its recommendation, but were reopened with the same account name but with a different account number. After the publication, fingers have been pointing at Amadou Sane, who was the then finance minister when the withdrawal were made, and we've seen Mr. Sane has since denied any knowledge about the withdrawal and challenged the National Assembly to investigate the Office of the President. But in a statement issued yesterday, OP said the Office of the President informed the public that the headline ex-finance minister tells Assembly to investigate OP over missing $669 million is carried on the front page of the Standard newspaper on Tuesday, 26 April 2022 is misleading. So the ex-finance minister, Honorable Amadou Sane, is aware that the $669 million mentioned in the audit report of 2017 was expenditure in 2016 when the Barrow government was not in office. The National Audit Office has established that the amount in question was withdrawn in 2016 before President Barrow came into office. The audit report published recently in 2022 is a result of the audit exercise conducted in 2017. The Barrow administration is committed to combating corruption and will investigate any misappropriation of public funds. H.E. Adama Barrow is committed to holding public institutions, including the Office of the President, accountable, according to the release from the Office of the President. But we also seen, I think, Standard went further, that Information Minister reacts. You know, earlier responding to a question on Coffee Time with Peter Gomez yesterday, Information Minister Ibrahim Asila said he doubts whether the President has interest in touching the $669 million. He said if it was used on state issue, he said. Asked where the money would have been spent on, Minister Sila simply said he was not in government in 2017. But I posted this on a ministerial forum yesterday because I listened to this entire interview and I gave some pointers to the issue that various ministries have to respond to, which includes $669 million and contract works to renovate the State House both in Banjul and Fajara. But you know that the President is not the spending officer. I don't know who the spending officer is at the OP, so that is why I posted it in the forum in this report as government and responded as government, Silla said. So it seems that they're making more clarification, you know, regarding this $669 million. So here, you know, the ex-finance minister was saying, well, he's not aware, you know, about he's not aware about
the withdrawal.
This month about the withdrawal, but the Office of the President is saying, in fact, he is aware of this withdrawal. He knows about it. Yeah.
This is so contradicting. I mean, how would a whole ex-minister say he was not aware?
Because according to them, they said this was money spent in, I think they said the missing carried in the front page, the same Standard on Tuesday. The ex-finance minister, Honorable Amadou Sane, said is aware that the $669 million mentioned in the audit report of 2017 was expenditure in 2016.
Yeah, that's what I see.
If it wasn't expenditure in 2016, and then the finance minister was there in 2017, so automatically he is aware of it.
Yeah,
he is. He knows about it.
Because that's what this report says. The expenditure on 2016, and again they're saying
then in 2017. Guide of audit
report. So definitely that report must have reached him.
And that audit report also was recently published in 2022. So.
Yeah, if you go down further, because it's kind of crazy, because many people will definitely ask questions why the ex-minister would say he was not aware or whatever, and then time boom on the minister. And if you go down this where Ibrahim Sile is saying you cannot be a public servant, you knew exactly how this money was spent, and you sit there and kept quiet as if nothing happens. He said.
Yeah. So,
and this will raise eyebrows, because many people, in fact, this is what people have been saying. It's kind of funny. He was the ex-minister.
No, he was the ex-minister. Man sutoge mune he's not aware. Then what was the reason for Muneka, a minister of finance for Funono?
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah, because
Nikki, you have to take up your responsibilities.
Definitely.
Okay, no matter whatever happens, all right, take up a responsibility, explain your own part of the story, and stop pointing fingers. Explain, man, li ugly. Lucy does not go and make your findings.
Even if he was not the one, he always gives other around, and if you give orders for people to do the work, obviously report will be given to you back on what exactly conspired. So why would you say something like this?
Just because you have a fallout with the man, and then you're no longer there, and then you also belong to the other camp, then you start pointing fingers.
Yeah.
That will not move off.
So inappropriate.
According to the standard, what he said is, Mr. Sane said the reported withdrawal of the $669 million is news to him, saying throughout his time as a minister, he operated based on the 2017-2018 approval budget.
Okay.
Mom, that's what he said.
Okay.
According to this,
even
it was the story.
Even Sufekentene mom, he operate within that. While mom as a finance minister, nyona into office, he find those things there. Hamnako. Okay, this money was spent on this and that, because nyom bokon coalition, they were there. My friend, they were there. I know the guy didn't know Joko Place without explaining anything. He's aware, he knows.
Yeah. Mom dal anyway. I'm not affected mom yaga. It will come to light.
Yeah.
Because people are not taking this thing lightly. Alice is huge.
Yeah.
And then he cannot be pointing fingers at them and they pointing fingers at him, and then mass be to have exactly what went wrong.
No, and even the OPs went forward to explain where the money went.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, understanding the question of the question is whether he knows or not. I think that is the question.
Yeah.
This is the question.
And I hope he will respond, because the OP is saying he knows about it.
Yeah. So OP is saying he knows about it. So I'm not. So na kaya nyom tam dañ nopi. OP suñ toge ñu nopi. Obviously waxuñ dara dañu ne kon du ex-minister di wax mo am baxis nagam ak nagam. So it's better ñom tam ñu génn ñu wax. So whether ñi ñoo diga ñu xamuñ. Understand? But according to what we read, loolu la ñoo explain.
Yeah.
Pour nit ñi understand ne nii ak nii la demee. Kii lii la wax, and then people outside dinañ understand ne okay, xam nga, based on these two informations, ñoom dinañ make their own judgment.
Definitely. Yeah. Let's take a look at another story.
Well, we've also seen Melvin Roberts sues IGP to return jewelry worth $50,000. Melvin Roberts, a former head of the American division at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, has filed a lawsuit against the Inspector General of Police for wrongfully withholding $50,000 worth of jewelry belonging to his mother, which were allegedly taken from his house following a police search. Melvin also accused the police of taking away his wedding ring worth $3,000 rather, a gold chain with a one cracked diamond stone, and a pair of gold stud earring worth $300. Was out of the country at the time, argued in the suit that following a press release from the Justice Ministry saying he was being investigated for alleged offences, he was informed by his cousin that police had gone to his house at the Paradise Estate, broke into the bedroom at around 10 p.m. and took certain things, including 2 trinket boxes containing all the jewelry his mother accumulated over the years. Melvin also alleged that the police broke into his bedroom in the presence of his cousin, who warned them that the jewelry they were confiscating belonged to his mother and not Melvin, but they told her to keep quiet and not obstruct their work. The police left without handing over any inventory of any sort to my cousin, Mary Mensa, whose husband was also present. Mary informed me that when her husband asked about the inventory, the police told him to go to Serkunda police station the next day. I was also informed that the police returned the following night and went again into my bedroom and further collected more jewelry, including that of my wife and mobile phones and my laptops. My cousin husband informed me that he finally went to the police and was yet again referred to another station and given a document, purportedly an inventory, to sign. And when he asked for a copy of the purported inventory, the police declined to do so and informed him that he will be called to receive a copy. He went back and forth to the police and was never provided with any, inventory. And then, according to Melvin, he has made himself available to the police to help their investigation when he returned to the country in January 2020, adding that he kept asking why his mother's jewelry was taken, even though the item has nothing to do with the investigation of his alleged offenses. One Inspector Yerosedi informed me that he could not even understand why the police would collect those jewels and even squeeze the officers about it. I further asked the Commissioner Ramu for the reason why my mother's jewelry was taken from my bedroom, but I had no satisfactory answer. But she indeed confirmed that she saw the 2 baskets with some jewelry inside, and she was informed that it was taken from my house. Until I left the Gambia 2 months after I arrived, I was given one excuse after another as to why I could not be handed back my mother's jewelry, and the excuse was always that the custodians of this item was either in a meeting or absent. I also informed the Inspector Habib Sanyang, who also confirmed that he saw the said basket but could not trace the said jewelry, and all inquiries as to their whereabouts proved futile. My lawyers had written to the police twice and got no response, and the third letter requesting that my mother's jewelry be handed back to me was responded to, and I was told that I should travel to Gambia to collect them, he stated in the suit. He said when he responded that jewelry he handed over to his attorney because he could not come and pick it, he was told to grant authority to someone close to collect them on his behalf, which saw him nominate Nene Gomez to collect the jewelry, but he said was asked to write a letter indicating willingness to collect them. Melvin further claimed that even though Ms. Gomez did as instructed by the police, he is still yet to receive his mother's jewelry, accused the police of willingness or to permanently deprive him of the said properties. Robert now want the court to declare that the unreasonable withholding of his mother's jewelry by the police is a violation of his right to against deprivation of property, and order directing the police to return the said jewelry, and order awarding monetary compensation, legal and administrative costs of $200,000 is another cost. So this is what has transpired between Melvin and the police, which warranted Melvin to sue IGP, so that at least these things can be returned back. But I don't think anything that Melvin was accused of has anything to do with jewelries.
My point honestly, exactly. That is what I'm thinking about right now.
What Melvin was accused of has nothing to do with you going to Melvin's house to collect jewelries.
Twice. Well, you went the first time you take jewelries, you came back the other night and also took the same jewelries. Yeah, right. Why would you take the jewelries? And why?
And even if you take them, when the investigation is already closed, return them.
Yeah.
Return. Why tell the person, come back and collect it?
And according to what he said.
And when you were breaking into his house, he was not there.
Yeah.
Why can you go and return it when he's...
Well, there's something fishy. There is something fishy about this. There's something fishy about it. Yeah. I'm afraid. I'm not accusing them of stealing, but I'm afraid that was the motive.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm afraid that was the motive. Why would you take something that has nothing to do with your investigation, even if it has something to do with your investigation? After investigations, return the said jewelries, and it's worth thousands of dollars.
And according to this explanation, they do not deny having the jewelries.
Yeah, they don't deny having the jewelries.
Yeah. Exactly. So meaning and yet still.
You said he should come for the jewelry, but he's not around. He was not able to make it. You said someone close to him. You sent that person, and you.
No. They said he should authorize.
Yes.
He wrote an authorization letter for that person to go and collect it.
Yeah.
And when the letter arrived, that person also was told to write an acceptance letter.
Yes.
Too
much procedures. That is why it is fishy.
An acceptance letter. Why still now? Yeah.
Maybe so then go grant that authority. He
granted authority.
And then he did that. Then okay, maybe they didn't give it out because
I don't see no reason why that Nene Gomez should also write an acceptance letter, because her going there to demand for the jewelries shows that she has accepted to take the jewelries.
Exactly.
Yes.
She already has a letter of authority, but despite that, Nene also wrote. And why still now, they find it very difficult for them to.
It's too fishy.
And the only thing that
too many procedures just to hand over.
To go to court.
Yes.
I just hope boxes you keep go somewhere safe.
And there are a lot of witnesses to Melvin, because a lot of inspectors said they saw the boxes of the jewelries.
Exactly. Names you mentioned, Fini. Maybe we will expect to get a reply from the IGP about this case, or if there is no reply, we have to follow the court proceedings.
Yes,
of how
surely,
this thing is going to end.
definitely.
Honestly.
Definitely.
All right, let's take a look at it.
Yeah, we've also seen father take son to court for threatening to kill him. One Ibrahim Kamara yesterday burst into tears in court while testifying against his 36-year-old son, Momodu Kamara, whom he claimed threatened to kill him with a golf club. Kamara said he sues his son because he did not want to take the law into his own hands. This is my son who has no respect for me, his mother or grandparent. I felt threatened because he carries a knife or cutlass threatening people in the compound for 9 good years now. I have reported his behavior to Manjai police station, but people including imams always come to talk to me out of taking such action against him, but he continued with his behavior. Kamara told the Kanifing court yesterday. He said his son constantly threatened to kill him and he now fears for his life. He persistently tells me, I will kill you, I will kill you. I fear he can do it, and I have younger kids to take control of. The Kamara lamented his son was charged with 1 count of threatened violence, to which he pleaded not guilty. Yeah, so it's a court case. We can, deliberate on it.
We are in fatal could ba bang la dem ci court bi.
Wow.
Be ma dem fa nga case bi mi ngi won on.
Okay.
Because gis na waji am na kenam ngi tie that golf club defin bi mo won.
I know he's in court, we should not discuss, but don't you think perhaps for 9 good years he has been threatening to kill people around the compound, and with, armories threatening to kill? Don't you think perhaps taking him to, maybe he's mentally not stable, because someone constantly threatening to kill and using armories that person is no longer safe within people around him.
That's why I say we can't discuss about it. Anything that we
say. We're not discussing about.
We're not talking about the merits of the court. We're talking about.
No, but you right now talking about the mental state of the person might affect the proceeding.
Okay, you're right. Yes, so we move.
Let's just move on. GPA corruption.
This guy, not even this story.
But he's right.
Yeah, he's right. Not even this story. I am not even saying this story. Generally, most of the time lead up they happen. That doesn't mean they cook or go dafa degala su niki ame yene mun ko check, but
it's still it can affect the merits of the case. It still can affect it, so we move. Let's take another.
You have to move on.
No, let's take another story.
The Post Authority has said no, we have to respect the ethics.
Yes. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
The Gambia Post Authority has said the report of the probe into allegation of corruption is not ready as investigation is still on. According to Yankuba Mani, the spokesperson of the GPA, releasing the report now would not be prudent as police and officials of the National Audit Office are still probing the matter. It is thought that the management will give into public demand and release the report following a petition launched by online news site Watson Gambia, which garnered more than 7,000 signatures. But Mr. Mani insisted that the position of the authority on the matter has been clear from the onset. The investigation report on the panel is still not conclusive, and that is why we invited the police to help in that regard. They have the expertise in this, and the police investigation is ongoing. I think it's not prudent to share the report with the public while investigations are ongoing, he told the Standard. However, he said authority will be happy to release the report for the public consumption once it is completed. It was the police who advised us to invite the National Audit Office to help with the investigation when it is complete. Of course, we want to be as transparent as possible. We are very much occupied with the matter and will not relent until we get to the bottom of this matter, he said. In a drive for greater accountability, Mr. Mane said the GPA management has instructed the auditors to not only investigate the alleged theft, but to go as far back as 2019 in their auditing of the GPA. He said this is because the GPA is deeply concerned about issues bringing it into disrepute. We owe it to Gambians to make sure this matter is given the importance it deserves, he said. And I like it. Where and I first like the part of them inviting the National Audit Office, to audit to be part of the investigation panel. But I also like, the management giving the audit office the permission to go as far back as 2019.
Yes.
To do a thorough audit up to 2022. To do a thorough audit so that they will know what is hidden and what is not hidden.
But I've seen a petition going around social media.
Boston Gambia have written a petition.
Yes, I think perhaps that is the petition that is going around. People are signing for the full report to be published. But as he just said, perhaps the full investigations is not ready.
Okay.
The investigations are not through. So how can the full report of the investigations be released? I think people sometimes should be cautious of what they do and what they say.
Exactly.
Sometimes the way they think. They don't feel that's the way it should be.
Yes.
These people are doing their job.
Sometimes we feel like, the report is ready. They want to sit on the report. They don't want the people to know about it. But I know that they should not sit on the report, because the moment the report is ready, there are stages, and I think that the report should go through. Because anybody who is found wanting, in that report, I think the report will even go to the Justice Minister. Anybody found wanting,
they will sit on this report.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because if you take a look at the way people show interest in this, the level of concentration in this, whatever. If you sit on that report, there's a problem, because at the end of the day, people will definitely point fingers at you. They will want you to.
No, people have started pointing fingers.
No, I mean by sitting on the report as well.
Because right now, look at what they settle sen bopa.
Then so if you sit on the report, then obviously yange gina tilimal sa bopa.
That's what I said.
That's what I'm saying. They will sit on this report. I don't think so. Because nit ñi dañ am interest in this. Every time they jange wax ñu ngi question, ñu ngi hard report or whatever. In fact, report investigation jange dem on sa still nit ñi ngi bëgg pour ñu publish ko. Te fekk loolu parengul. So loolu bu pare nga dem tok ci kawam moy yange gina tilimal sa bopa.
On the Voice newspaper, 4 major rice importers defaulted to supply COVID-19 rice package. According to the report, at least 4 major rice importing companies operating in the country have defaulted to supply the Gambia government with over 2,385 metric tons of rice, according to the Voice newspaper. The reliable source that spoke with the Voice newspaper on condition of anonymity disclosed that the 4 major rice importers that defaulted to deliver their supplies to Gambia government are Win-Win Oil Company, Soninkara Enterprise, Rahma Trading, and Mohammed Mahmoud Trading, revealing that these 4 companies were fully paid to deliver the COVID-19 rice to the World Food Program warehouses in Joswang. Our source continued to reveal further that the Win-Win Oil Company is yet to deliver, their own. Rahma also their own, while Soninkara Enterprise also yet to deliver. So sources went on to disclose that another defaulter, Mohammed Mahmoud Trading, who was supposed to deliver 10 metric tons, only delivered the supply 50
metric tons.
Yesterday. Okay, 50 metric tons only delivered yesterday at the World Food Program warehouse in Joswang. So this medium has done every effort to reach out to these suppliers through their chief executive officers, including Demba Haidara, Soninkara, Alasan Sise, Rahma Trading, and Alaji Kebe Win-Win Oil Company. Both declined to comment on the matter. So they defaulted.
They defaulted.
Yeah. So in case that they defaulted, what they should do?
And according to they were paid.
Yeah, they were paid exactly according to the report.
But why would you default when you are paid in full? What will take you that long to deliver?
Maybe I would say I will repeat it again. I'm going to then they want to port with the congested. Yeah, because sometimes punga am even right now container right now is very, very difficult. Wow. At the port me bala gal bi costé daf day jël time lu motax gaay nga expand. Why nobody knows.
So fekone.
No, I'm just assuming that.
No, I know you assuming.
Yes.
I know you assuming. Madam, the same thing like dama fogne. So fekone lolu mo nek di case here. Then understand the gal bi ñew na.
But they should have they should have at least talked to the journalists. Because right now, so they don't talk to the journalists. Settling guys and bopper. And this newspaper is circulating all over the country. You know, even Western Assisa dinañ ko gis because this newspaper also has a website. All right, ñoom su fekkee ne they don't comment pour gars seetal gars yi seen boppa keneen ku bëgg a def ak ñoom business. All right, we will not do business with them because dafa wane ñii nii government bi dafa joxoon but they defaulted. So man duma óolu pour jox leen so it's not wise pour ñoom ñu noppi.
te foog naa ne
they should explain what happened.
Yeah, maybe they am setback or whatever.
Exactly.
Because foog naa ne su leen government waree dem ba award leen such a contract.
Yeah.
Obviously understand nañ ne they have that capacity. pour ñu indi those metric tons of rice.
I agree.
It na many am dañ am setback. They need to come out and say
like what Sarah mentioned could be another setback, perhaps. We're not saying it is what it is, but then that's it.
Yeah, and we take only one other story on the Voice newspaper, where Honorable KK Barrow, I used to call it KK Barrow, K Barrow, brings up Buba Jamme's murder case in Parliament. Honorable K Barrow, National Assembly member for Combo South, has brought up the murder case of Buba Jammeh to Parliament, adding no justice has been delivered to the young man since his gruesome murder a year ago. In 2019, Buba Jammeh, who was a law student at the University of the Gambia, was allegedly killed by Buba. No, according to the story, in 2009, Buba Drame, who was a law student at the University of the Gambia, was allegedly killed by Buba Jammeh during a land dispute in Gunjur. Speaking during a heated debate on the selection of the House Standing Committee on Defense and Security, lawmaker urged the House to carefully select someone who has security background to lead the controversial committee, as he lamented that 6 people had been brutally killed in his constituency during the 5th legislature and no justice has been done to them by the state. For me, Combo South defense is a priority for us. Over the last 5 years, 6 people were killed in Combo South and nothing happened until today. The Standing Committee on Defense work has not been completed and nothing is done. A young man of 28 years was killed in a broad daylight, taken to the security at Joswang, and he was left and escaped the prison. KK Barrow told the National Assembly. According to him, the minister was engaged, and he said they are looking into the murder still. He added the ministry is yet to publish their report. He said the minister promised that they are looking into that and that the report is not out. This is Buba Drame, who killed Buba Jammeh in Gunjur. Defense and security should be headed by someone who has a background in security and that will not be a threat to the Gambian people. So I'm going with the suggestion we have somebody to head the security committee who will enable us with the work. So many people have died in the 5th legislature and nothing is done, he reiterated.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is still now on the debate. The debate of, who should have had the security committee.
and I also bring something like that. The speaker had something to say about that. I'll bring it on what's trending on social media.
Exactly.
The speaker had something to say about who will lead what. Let's debate on this first. I mean, like I said yesterday, I still stand on what I said yesterday, that criteria need to be put in place as to who will lead what, with a little bit of experience, a little bit of technical know-how.
I don't have issue with the criteria there.
Okay.
Man, where I have issue is, all right, because National Assembly members, most of the time, some of them, do they have any background of anything? Youngest. So speaking, I'm going to National Assembly members, none of them has ever been a security officer. Okay, for example, Bini.
You say in the event that happens.
Bini is only one person. King Hamilton Cook was a police officer.
Yeah, that's Kante.
Yes, Monica Busumala.
Busumala, yeah.
Wow. He is the only one. So for example, mom nekuton fofunon. Let's say, for instance, if Momodu Sabali, because we know that Momodu Sabali, UDP wanted Momodu Sabali. So for Momodu Sabali, Mofanekon. Right now, see nyom National Assembly members here. Can more head Bini?
Okay.
When I bring Western on social media, we'll debate on that, because it's going to be more interesting.
That's my question. Who's going to head it?
Yeah, because
if there was nobody with a knowledgeable security, who is going to head it?
What are the name for Salom? Yesterday I said there is sense in what he said.
Yeah.
It might not be the leadership, but what really matters is the composition of the committee.
Yeah.
Understand? Because and then the speaker also said the chairperson above everybody because they will be in that together, work together whatsoever. I believe that what the NAM said.
But I think yes, what
the NAM said is true because I'm not making sense. Because so they're not competent. Or whatever, any together. Even so fair the chairperson, I'm not the know-how of security, the expertise and stuff. Then effective. But if you bring together people you have that they're competent, they can deliver, they know what to do about it, then you form that committee. I think more effective than having the chairperson alone to have that security background and then the rest of the members an idea about it. Then composition is important.
I will deliberate when we go to Western social media. I'll keep my comments.
We can talk about more that on what's trending. I don't know what Zaglin is hiding.
I'm not hiding anything. In fact, I don't have much. I have about 4 interesting stories on Western social media.
But this particular one, young emphasize on this
I'm
one.
not emphasizing. I just want to keep my deliberations for that,
Yeah, okay.
If we discuss everything here, when I bring it up, all of you will be quiet. I know you guys. So let's just
really?
let's move.
Okay,
there's something interesting on the back page of the Standard, I guess.
I will not be quiet. Don't worry about me. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay.
Well, we've also seen on the back page of the Standard, Gambians stand by Papa, in face of Algeria attack. We discussed about it here yesterday. We've seen Gambians, have reacted with dismay to the incidents on just attack and even threats on top African referee Bakary Papagassama, who officiated the last leg of a World Cup playoff won by the Cameroon over Algeria. Apparently, a section of the Algerian press and football authorities, led by coach Jamel Belmadi, have now taken the affair too far, even threatening the referee as the continent wait to see how CAF will deal with such a threat. Gambians have meanwhile shown solidarity with Bakary Papagassama, with hundreds, busy on social media posting and lambasting the Algerian coach over his rude remarks, which I think is very, very positive. If you go to social media on Facebook, you see a lot of Gambians, a lot of media organizations, sports organizations have written, showing their solidarity, towards Bakary Papagassama.
Yes.
But we are yet to see, the
bigger body.
The footballing body.
Yeah.
The
GFF.
Gambia Football
the GFF.
Yes, exactly. At least they should have released a statement.
They should have. All I see is them like personally, like Lamin Jase, he's the CEO, but on his private Facebook account, he was condemning it. But coming together as a body, the footballing governing body of the football, we haven't seen that. And it's very, very important that we see that.
We want to know what they have also, done. And we also, it's not only Gambia Football Federation, but also the Gambia Referees Association. The referees body, where Papa is affiliated to, should also write a statement. And then they should also have, take a stand. They should also write a letter, to CAF also, informing them of what is really happening right now. We all know that CAF have knowledge of what is happening, because a journalist have also already, international journalists have already written that, and CAF is aware of it. But we also want the football authorities here in the Gambia to come and tell us these are the steps that they have also taken, in protecting, Papagassama.
Yes.
Yeah. Even at national level, even at government level, because Papa have taken the name of Gambia everywhere.
Yes.
Anywhere Papa officiate, it's not Papagassama officiating.
It's Gambia.
Yes.
Yes.
That game.
Because before they address him, you will hear them saying the Gambian referee Papagassama.
Exactly, because his flag will fly high.
Yeah,
he's
definitely.
making us proud.
Yeah.
But you're right, because GFF and National Sports Council,
Gambia Referees Association,
lead. In fact, this fight in condemning, what this Algerian coach said.
I agree.
Because life is at stake.
It's at stake.
You don't underrate, this kind of
threats.
You don't underestimate it.
No threat is small.
Yeah,
a threat is a threat to your life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially Bini. And the society Wajiluwa. I'm not saying we'll kill him, but don't go by Amjama.
You
will
see?
not be at peace.
Yeah.
So why would he mention the word kill?
Yeah.
Then obviously am nañ leen at the back of their mind.
kii dañ ko war a ban.
Yeah.
He should be banned from football.
Action should be taken.
Yeah,
Action
should be taken.
Definitely.
Well, even CAF, even at FIFA level, FIFA ñoom seen bopp, even though FIFA ñoom seen bopp gars yi dañu war a jël drastic action because he was officiating a playoff.
Yeah.
A World Cup game qualifier.
Yeah.
So FIFA ñoom seen bopp dañu war a see that this man is banned. Man waxuma ne lifin dañ ko ban sax for life. Génne ko si football. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. We've also seen on the back page, the Gambia, 2 others request to play home matches in Senegal.
Yeah.
Okay. A total of 3 countries whose stadiums have been banned by CAF has made requests to play their home matches in the AFCON 2023 qualifiers in Senegal. Sport Minister Matar Ba told journalists yesterday they include the Gambia, Liberia, and Guinea-Bissau. He said the request we received from the FSS actually shows that Senegal is no longer a country that doesn't have sports infrastructure. Yep. It's Liberia, Gambia, Guinea-Bissau who all want to play in Senegal, Matar Ba said. He added that his office is studying their request. They have to come here at the same time, and Senegal have to play too, and this is why we are working with the FSF on how to plan all this, he said. Minister Ba added, a few months ago, we received all kinds of criticism when it came to approving the Lat Dior Stadium. We had been dragged through so much more, but I had always reminded that Senegal was in another dynamic, which was to provide our country with a sports hub, he said. According to the Senegal sport minister, Senegal will do everything to be ready at the end of 2023 in order to submit its bid for the hosting of the AFCON, or even strip as the alternative host if CAF strip a country of hosting rights. Well, 3 countries right now, and
I just
lining
hope
up to play in Dakar, and Senegal national team will also play at the same time, and I don't think whether they can approve all these 3 countries.
I just hope they consider us first.
I am going to be biased. Here I am going to be really biased.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Why
Senegal surround us on all sides except the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
So they have to do everything possible to make sure that we play in Dakar.
Yeah, that's like what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
They should consider us. We are neighbors. We are brothers and sisters, like they call us.
So I am not thinking of Liberia. Liberia can go to Guinea, no problem. I'm not thinking Liberia can go to Guinea Conakry.
We should be number one. When they're considering, we should be the top that they should consider, considering the ties that we share.
I know it's going to be very difficult for them to give us Jamñajo, but at least they can give us the other stadium. Because maybe the same day that we are playing, they are also playing the same day. So maybe for them they will be using Jamñajo, and then they will also give us, the other one.
Yeah. Dafa ruslu, why then? But we don't have a choice.
Dafa ruslu, why? We are not that much self-sufficient. We have to accept that.
What I am saying is,
look at the population of Senegal, and look at the population of Gambia. Look at their economy. It's quite different.
It is.
No. Okay? I'm not comparing. I'm not comparing the Gambia and Senegal.
Our people should have done better.
This is what I am saying.
They should have done better because they received the signal since 3 to 4 years back. I'm signal seeing.
Yeah.
So at least they should have, prepared something, a roadmap.
Yeah.
But there was no roadmap. Guy had belegi, you come and create that roadmap. So that's where the problem is.
And we have not been seeing them talking about the rehabilitation since they said the money needed is not in place. What are they doing to make sure that they have enough funds?
As 2009, they knew that these were going to be some of the recommendations needed for that stadium. I am telling you. But what I am saying is, I'm not trying to compare the Gambia and Senegal. Obviously, you cannot, because Gambia, Senegal, the economy is not the same. The population.
Don't look down on us. Don't look down on us.
No, it's not. I'm just trying to, I'm not trying to look down on us.
Okay.
But that's the fact.
Yeah.
Understand? So I'm not comparing. But what I am saying is, Gambia as a nation, understand? At least we're on more than one stadium. We knew that this was going to come. We should have, done something better. Take it the other way around. So far on in Gambia, you am that request from 3 other countries wanting to use our stadium. Imagine the amount of joy in the city.
Definitely.
Having those games to be played here.
If you look at it, so whole even budget. buñ dee allocated youth and sport ministry.
dafa tuuti.
I'm talking about youth.
Youth and sports.
Yeah.
It's one of the largest.
te dafa tuuti loolu moom understanding.
budget am bi moo gën a tuuti si budget di ministry yëpp.
dafa tuuti loolu moom understanding.
honestly.
but
so lii moo la woon ne sports is very expensive. all right, and sports is very gis nga sports. brings revenue for you. gis nga Sénégal seen infrastructure yàlla gaay def nii. will bring revenue for them. all right, because how many countries and how many clubs will want to play at Jamñaajo. All right, and all those people will be paying huge amount of money just to play there. So the revenue. Imagine Senegal right now. They say they want to apply to host the AFCON. And hosting the AFCON, imagine the revenue. So a lot of money should be injected in sports.
So am better stadium.
Oh, so the guy government it cannot go. Why can't they divide that? Sports minister sport ministry stand alone.
Exactly.
Youth stand alone, my friend.
Imagine so am better stadiums. Or even the only one we have is up to standard. Daf doon neex torop ñu bid this together with Senegal ñu co-host ko with Senegal because mun naa nekk moo tax ma ne su fekkoon ne
he said if at all we had standard stadiums we could have co-host with Senegal to host such events.
But man leneen laa fa gis nga government pour ñu am ñu régler lii dama foog ne if you look at KMC dañ jël KMC as an example. Government KMC su liggéeyoon Serekunda West or ñu liggéey Serekunda East moo nekk a mini stadium up to standard waaye suñ toogee ñuy xaar central government ñu def ko dafaa yi council si nañ liggéey parks si ñoom ñoo ko moom they are the owners of the parks nga committee si fa nekk ni just there to manage the park but council si nañ develop parks si that's the truth.
Okay.
Su ko defee ñu am other playing grounds you cannot only rely on the national stadium. More you cause all these things.
Gambians love sports, but there are not enough,
exactly.
Facilities to facilitate.
Exactly.
To grow the kids' passion of football, basketball, volleyball. I mean,
gis nga this. If you go to Serekunda West, that pavilion you're seeing, a job for the how nga kany la ko guide. Time bi ñu host the under 17. That's as back as 2005. Foofu lañ defar pavilion bi ñu defar loolu yëpp because they knew that we were going to host an international competition. moo tax ñu defar loolu noonu. This is it. nañ ko defar pour ñu understand that mën nañu host another event. The under 20 World Cup Africa defin bi mu ngi fii mën nañ ko host mën nañu co-host with Senegal to organize other events as well, but they have to develop these parks. They own this park, so they have to develop it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Anything, Sarah?
Well, looking at the Fourier newspaper, lactating mother, pregnant woman reluctant to return. That is in the phone news.
Yeah, okay, this place.
Yes, exactly. Because that's the only story that we will be, talking about. According to it, they say the Alcala of Kanu Nord village, Malamin Kori said his villagers, return refugees are gradually returning, to his village. But observe that lactating mothers and pregnant women have not, returned. He said this vulnerable category of people still feel reluctant to return, and I think that is reasonable because none of us is saw that the conflict is over. We saw the difficulties these people went through with their husbands when some of them were evacuated with donkey carts. He said that Kadikoli, a lactating mother who this reporter met at the Jifanga village, said she has just returned a few days before this reporter arrival, but will soon be leaving because the conflict is unpredictable and her child is too young. So we've been saying this thing.
Situation
Yeah,
because
definitely.
you cannot be that pregnant. In fact, what if you're heavily pregnant? Not even heavily pregnant, just pregnant. Because I'm not that fear lose the pregnancy.
Yeah, definitely.
Man suma jabar sa fa nekkal and you're pregnant dama la bay nga ñew CCTV.
What if she's in labor and then ñaanu mako yalla the displacement gets worse. I mean, Senegal and the MFDC clash and it gets bigger. They have to, run into the Gambia. It's not safe, especially for the children,
Exactly.
lactating mothers. I mean, they have every right not to return until they feel that they're safe to return. Yeah.
Imagine even without conflict. I'm not in villages. You go there, su jigéen tolloo ci mat ñu war ko yóbbu hospital yow sa boppa sax da ngaa yéemoo because the only means of transportation mooy seen donkey cart si nii fa lañ la place ngay rang-rangi di rang-rangi bi balaa nga àgga hospital loolu rek affaire yi boppam la waxuma laa nag conflict am nit ñi di daw
definitely
ñaan dama ko yàlla nit ñi di daw soo daanoo musiba ñëw na so moo tax man I agree njagaay toog foofu ñu xaar ba affaire si settle dëgg la there is hope gis nañ xam nga Gambia su am soldiers ñu ngi dem foofu ñu ngi xam nga patrol ñu ngi waxtaan nit ñi ñu ngi there is hope and I hope it continues but nañ gaay toog man suma jabar su fa nekkoon dafa toog boobu seen fii door a dellu du dem xam nga de sa situation boobu
anything else
no nothing is done
okay
yeah foog naa moo gën a urdaal anyway thank you very much jërëjëf well if you just joined us this is a breakfast show and we're going for our short break. When we come back we'll take a look at what's trending on social media by Jacqueline Colley. All right, welcome back after that break. Still with the breakfast show, and it's time to take a look at news that trend on social media. Jacqueline, yeah.
Thank you very much. Today we'll be digging first into sports, and it has to do with the Gambia Football Players Association. We could recall last year around October, they held this awards night for these young players that did well in the first and second division, both male and female. Yeah. And they give them awards, and with promising that the award will come with some amount of cash. But then there have failed promises being reported on the FAT network that some players are yet to receive their awards money. Yes. Let me dig into the story now. 6 months after organizing and presenting awards to the deserving players playing in the country at the end of the last season, the Gambia Football Players Association has still not given the money they promised the players. This raised concern among the awarded players recently. Now, on the 2nd of October 2021, that was last year, at the Penchami Hall, the Gambia Football Players Association came together to organize an award night for the home-based players after the end of the Gambia Football Federation Division 1 League and 2 in both the male and female categories. This was welcomed by a cross-section of football zealots. Different awards were created and different players won different awards. The Players Association wrote to different institutions and assured the nominees that each award will have a sponsor and the awards will be accompanied by a cash prize. However, for 6 months, Only the goalkeeper of the season for both male and female first division leagues received the cash prize. According to four of the players who were awarded in the night but begged for anonymity, the Players Association executive promised that they will give them the money in the second week of October, noting that most of the institutions that were supposed to give them the money were not on the ground and will give them the money. Before the event started, they called all of us inside. They told us that most of the institutions that were going to give us the cash as sponsors were not around, and that they were going to give us the money a week after that. We were all shocked, but because we trusted them, we nodded our heads, and the awards night went on. This player told the Fatu Network. One of them told this medium that they lost the trust in the association and didn't believe they would be given their money. He said that this action is demotivating the players. This one said, I am disappointed with the organizing committee because what they told us was lies and dramas like anyone who won of the season would receive some cash. People voted and I don't receive even one single $100 from them. A disappointed player explained to the Fatu Network. Let me start by saying when this initiative rose up, these players were so much excited. I was at the awards night.
It was a good initiative.
I interviewed some of the players that won the awards. They said stuff like this will motivate them even to do more, to play more in the league season, and to play football. And because once you do a great job, you are awarded. You want to be awarded again.
Yeah.
But now they are complaining that they have not received what they have been promised. And them saying that they were called into the room before the awards, I witnessed that. I saw them calling them into the room, but we were not allowed there.
And did they tell you what they discussed in the room?
According to this person, they were called there and informed that the sponsors who were supposed to give them the money, including the cash prizes, were not on the ground. That their monies will be given on the second week of October in 2021. But they're still reporting that they have not received their money. It's only the goalkeeper of the season who they were given their cash prize on stage. The checks were given on stage. Everyone saw that. They are the only two people that receive the awards.
But do they tell reporters that night the reason why they called this place in the room to discuss with them?
No. They were called there because they just went there, and then that's where they were coming from. They were calling them one by one to come take their seats. Yeah. But we didn't know that they were told this. This is just coming up now.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. That is what happened. John Bass is the president of the Gambia Football Players Association. At the end of the show, I will definitely reach out to him to get information about this. Perhaps
at this tomorrow. You could give us that feedback.
But what do you have to say about award ceremonies like this?
No, but this is motivating. Award ceremonies like that is motivating. If they kept their promises, that's the important about this.
No, I don't see anything wrong with them telling them, okay, the sponsors haven't come up with the money, but they give us a time frame, until this. They should honor that. Yeah. Normally those things happens.
Yeah.
Normally what they do sometimes, they even give you a big check which is not written any money amount, and then they presented that to you. Then after you can come
for presentation purpose.
Yes, exactly.
But it was good that they informed them that the sponsors when the money was not available, it will be given on the second week of October. October was last year, 2021. We are in April now. They have not heard anything from these.
Have they made follow-ups?
Perhaps that is why they come up with this. But I will definitely hear from John Bass. Then tomorrow we will elaborate more on this. Let's not go deep into it.
Yeah, because we want to know whether they have also made follow-ups.
Yes. Let's not go deep into it. Definitely. Right. And let's take a look at another one on the Fatu Network. The speaker is saying that every National Assembly member is qualified to serve in any committee that is FTJ. Now, the Speaker of the National Assembly of the Gambia, Fabakary Tombong Jatta, on Monday, 25th of April, told lawmakers that everyone in the Assembly is qualified by law to serve in any capacity of all the communities. Now, the Speaker was responding to some Assembly members who described certain selected committee chairpersons as unqualified and incompetent to serve in those capacities, taking into consideration their academic and experience backgrounds. Every National Assembly member in this parliament is qualified to serve as a chair of member of any committee, said Honorable Jatta. He emphasized lawmakers should understand that all members are qualified to serve because they are legally in Parliament representing their people. The Speaker, however, stated that it is now left with Parliament to decide who is going to serve in a given capacity. He advised Assembly members to desist from describing colleague members as unqualified and incompetent.
This is what we were saying. This is exactly.
Come back to what you were saying so the people can understand what we were saying.
Yeah, what you said was, at least there should be some amount of there's
criteria put in place
to put in place for you to head such committees, and we are saying this is the National Assembly.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might happen. You might have National Assembly members who don't even have that, security background. They don't have the expertise of security issues or whatever.
Yeah.
And if that happens, obviously you will not have anyone, and there should be a chairman of a committee.
Yeah.
So you're going to select from that National Assembly. You're going to select someone from that National Assembly, and then obviously what we are saying is, I concur with the Upper Salum Nam, who said it's not that important. He was trying to emphasize on, believing the composition of the committee. It is more important because if the leader does not have the military, the security. Does not have that experience or that security know-how or whatever, but at least the composition should be better, because you must have to have some competent people, some people that are competent enough to be in that group, at least to make it effective.
But what he is saying here is that everyone that is nominated, that is a member of Parliament, is capable of handling any committee as chairperson.
I am coming. Then what is the problem with Sidinjai handling that committee then, if this is what he said?
It's a big question.
It's a big question. Mota Manila, this is what we were saying. So to me and to many people as well, they will not see it as a problem. Sidinjai, no one will complain about his competency. I haven't seen anyone saying that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anyone saying that he's not competent. I haven't seen anyone saying that he's not educated. I haven't seen anyone saying blah blah blah. The only reason the question they normally ask is, why would he? He is not a security officer. He haven't got that background, or he's a threat just because time him aligning with Jammeh, not wanting Jammeh to go or whatever. This is what made them believe that he will be a threat to hold to head that. That committee, to be the chairman.
But Lipsy, would you not agree with me for once? Agree with me that at least
we're not saying if it happens, yes, it is a plus. We're not saying no. I'm not saying I didn't agree with you. What we are saying is that every single person in that National Assembly munaf nekasi any committee. That's what we were saying, and this is what the Speaker of the National Assembly says, that every National Assembly member in this Parliament is qualified to serve as a chair or a member of any committee, and that's what we were saying. Your Ligawa is a plus if it happens. For example, if you should lead, be the MD of the Star Media Group, at least it will be a plus to have that media background.
Yeah.
You were once a reporter, you were once a journalist, you were once whatever, even a DJ, because working in the media, I'm got that experience, because I'm gonna call media they do. Hey, it's different from the carpenter elsewhere. Koko is business oriented, munna move company bi, because munna purpose spend halis, munna understand yelefi staff ambi, munna understand that this is what my staff need, even though I am not a journalist, but I have to give it to them for them to deliver. Then the company will have them. That doesn't mean company with them, because mom he's a leader by example. But difference with Moy Kelly, he worked in the media, hamna media bi. So this is what we are saying. We are not saying you should not have that. Come what you are saying, I agree with you, but the problem is whether it is a problem for someone like Sidinjai or someone who does not have military security background to head the chair. It is not a problem. The composition is what matters. But anybody, Assembly, Munna chair, the people to decide that is the members themselves. So if they decide that Jacqueline should be the chair of this committee, then that's it, that so be it. Then I'm a very strong team, and then more effective, and then life goes on. That's what we were saying, and the speaker said the same thing.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you this time around. So anyways, let's move on to another story on the Kirfatu. Alkalo Modu Jiba appeals for the release of a villager from Senegalese custody. Now, the Alkalo of Jifanga village in Fonyi, Kansala, Modu Jiba is appealing to the government of the Gambia to help them secure the release of a resident of their village, allegedly captured and detained by the Senegalese soldiers during one of their recent clashes with MFDC separates around the border village. He said, peace is coming back now, but we have one problem. One of our villagers was captured and detained by Senegalese soldiers during their clashes with the MFDC. He has tended to his cattle on the backside of town during the skirmishes and was captured and detained by Senegalese contingent. We were told he will be released last Tuesday, but haven't seen or heard from him yet. We don't know what happened to him, but we knew he was detained by them. The Alkalo made this appeal on Saturday, the 23rd, when a contingent of Gambian soldiers accompanied by journalists visited his community to assess the security situation following the clashes between the MFDC separatists and the Senegalese soldiers in that part of the country.
Wow.
But I don't think the Senegalese should in any way detain someone who is not part of the rebels. I mean, this man was caught attending to his cattle when he was arrested, and they said he was going to be released last Tuesday, but still now they have not seen.
Why should it take time?
Yeah, it shouldn't take time.
Yeah,
he was detained. You said you would release him on Tuesday, and yet still the people of his community have not heard or seen about, or have not seen or heard about him.
They must be in fear now.
Obviously.
Yes,
but they're happy that peace is coming back. Because many people of the displaced are returning. A lot of them are returning.
But immediate family.
Yeah.
Even though this is happening, but immediate family,
definitely.
Yet still that peace.
No, they're not.
They're not seeing that.
They're not seeing that.
They want their father, their mother, their uncle, their brother to come back home to his family.
Yeah.
So many people I agree, and then that's what happens. Peace is coming, but ñoom seen boppa dañ bëgg a gis seen boppa in that peace.
Yeah.
And then ni ñu ko mën a gisee rek mooy ñu release kooku noonu su ko defee bu ñëw.
Yeah, definitely. Let's take a look at one more story before I have something very exciting to share with you guys. I'm so excited about it, and I hope Sarah is excited about it, because he has been challenged on several occasions to join this, challenge. No, keep it down.
I am not talking.
Keep it down. He has been challenged. Even yourself, you have been challenged, but you keep on, running away. Okay. I don't know for what reason, but we'll find out soon.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this. Bala was here earlier, and he was talking about it, advising his drivers. But right now, the police has launched an operation Road Safety. Following the surge in road traffic accidents in the country, the Gambia Police Force is set to change the narrative by strategizing new measures geared towards maximum safety and security on our highways. The police management is now taking a holistic approach in collaboration with relevant stakeholders to avert and change the trend. Series of consultation meetings have been conducted with stakeholders, including the National Road Authority, the Ministry of Works, Transportation and Infrastructure, the Transport Union, amongst others. Henceforth, the police officers will be visible in every 2 kilometers to observe and enforce all traffic rules and regulations, which includes speeding, vehicle roadworthiness, overloading, triangular reflectors, headlights, fire extinguishers, etc. The office of the IGP has also deemed it necessary to introduce an accident response squad and regular highway patrols that will help in reducing the spate in accidents. In this regard, the office of the IGP uses this opportunity to urge every road user, including motorists, passengers, pedestrians, and every other stakeholder, to come together and help in ensuring our roads remain safe by respecting traffic rules and stipulated regulations. Drivers are equally warned to desist from overloading, overspeeding, and exhibiting reckless manners whilst driving. Regional police commissioners have been instructed to make sure these rules and regulations are enforced to the latter. What say? These are a lot of rules. Like, this is why Bala was saying this is no witch hunting. They are not there to witch hunt anyone. But these rules and regulations, if put in place and are followed to the letter, at least road accidents will be decreased.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The problem is in the first week, in the first, let's say 3 weeks, or in the first month, all right, they will implement it. right? And then they will make follow-ups about it. But so first month the first 3 months they forget about it. We are back to where we were. That's it. This is not the first time the police have been coming up these measures. Honestly, I'm on a time they said, okay, vehicles are going to be drivers, they're gonna scrutinize, test lane, everything. Yep, they're testing no one. People are getting lancing like no man business. Yeah, honestly.
Okay. Anyway, alhamdulillah, can you imagine the last time within a month, 30 people in your day?
Yeah, within a month. 30 people.
It's alarming.
Definitely.
Anyway.
But anyways, before we move, Jaria too, I will not say much. Can you please play me that video before I come to analyze what is really going on?
Your favorite and most talked about Midi-Run Challenge is here again. It's getting bigger, better and nicer.
So what are you waiting for? Join the challenge to keep fit, socialize and stay healthy at no cost. Date, Saturday, May 14, 2022. It's called Corite Fiesta.
Oh yes, it's Corite Fiesta. Distance 3 kilometers from Westfield to traffic lights. Time 8 a.m. sharp. Yes, it's here again.
So come meet all and make new friends. Don't forget to bring along your colleague at work and outside. Come burn some calories, reaffirm your health for a healthy body reaps a productive mind.
Remember, it's Saturday, 14th May 2022 from Westfield to traffic lights at 8 a.m. sharp. So don't miss out. Each one bring one. Your favorite and most talked about Midi-Run Challenge is here again. It's getting bigger, better and nicer.
I'm excited.
Will there be an ambulance?
Why would there be an ambulance? Is it for you?
For him.
For you.
For him.
For you. Lipsy.
I will not run for this event. I will wait for the major event.
You see? Excuses.
The major event where we have, all the MDs. Yes, I will run.
You see, excuses.
Yes, but this time around, I will make sure all the staffs, Lipsy, Hassan,
all the staff should go because this media run is in collaboration with the Star Media Group.
I am saying this right here. As of today, I am going to resign.
Seriously?
I will resign.
Hassan, I just hope you are watching. I just hope you are watching.
As of today, I will resign.
If Hassan is there, you're going to resign.
Hassan moved out 3 kilometers. I will resign. I am saying it on TV.
But anyways, before we go on with who challenge who, let me just say this. Okay. This media run challenge has been going on for like several years. The first media run was hosted by Sarah was there. Even though he did not run, but he's supported by giving water and food. I mean, this is organized to bring media workers together, not just all the time. Whenever we meet is to attend coverages, write stories, but to burn some calories, keep healthy because we need it. We need to be healthy to be able to to go for coverages and write stories.
Are you not running every day when you're going for coverages?
You see,
you are burning calories every day when you go.
Are you?
No, it's different.
Sarah, you have been challenged.
Have you been attending? Going to the nationwide tour with the president.
I have.
You asked Fatou Bayo, whether Fatou Bayo was not burning calories there.
No, the amount of.
But it's different. It's different. I mean, we should encourage this media run challenge.
It's good. It's not only on Saturdays, or it's not only once that you have to do it.
Yes.
Even in your own house, you have to be doing it.
But particularly this one is bringing people together.
Yeah. And Lipsy, you've never been there. I've never seen you there, Lipsy.
But this one, a journey of 1,000 miles begin with a step.
With a step.
Yeah. Don't you agree?
Man, nana amal benam moswar sa gannaaw xam nga rek su ma gisee ñax baa ngeen
boy bul ma xeeb nag lu xam nga kan nga ko mën a wax ko xam ne play football and whatever man I did all that on the 14 xam nga sang you see sang all the time daf ma dee challenge man ak Sarah man ay dama dee respond but Sarah du dee respond I knew ne Sarah was not going to participate.
Really?
Sarah is not coming.
I told Sang I'm waiting for the bigger event. They said the bigger event is in December, where they're going to organize ones for MDs.
But charity begins at home. Do not wait for that. You need to keep fit for that. You need to keep fit for that. Yes.
Save your energy. I am telling you. I've just said here. Maybe someone outside.
This is a training. You cannot go and show out your skills there, my friend.
Let me say this again.
Okay.
So exactly before you go.
Yeah.
Bangi wax lu reuy. Njagi to lipsi wax lu reuy de. Lipsi mu Asan dem na resign. Dama xam Asan. 3 kilometers Asan du ko daw.
After the show,
am nit la ko ko mu lipsi bu so dawé rek dafa resign.
It's
Asan do bukan am betam.
Maa ko koy ñëkk a wax bañ àgg office. But anyways, we said it's Korité fiesta. After boole lekkee ndawal bi, naan seen chakri, naan so and all that. You need to come, burn some calories, keep fit. I'm expecting everyone to come. Jaria to allow all of you behind the control room. I know you're in the group, Star Media Group, Media Run Challenge. I am challenging each and every one of you. I'm challenging Jaria too. I'm challenging Aisha, Rohim Bai. I'm challenging Lisa. I'm challenging Florence.
Are you expecting Mr. Bato?
Jaria too just confirmed that she's coming. So
are you expecting Mr. Bato?
Of course, it's not part of the Star Media Group. This is in collaboration with the Star Media Group. So
anyway, it's on the 14th and then
yes, it's from Westfield. The time to start is 8 a.m. sharp. The Media Run Challenge, we don't wait for anyone. If it's 8 a.m. sharp, we are on the run.
Should the public come to house see you on
That is not needed. That is not needed. But you could join because the slogan is each one bring one. Me, I'm bringing 10,000 of them. Everyone in the Star Media control room is joining.
Calling the public to come out. At least how to touch you, see how television.
No, it's not a competition.
At least they will be
healthy body for a productive mind.
Not a competition, but at least they will have the chance to meet some of their stars. Some of
if they're interested.
I think that moment will be in December.
Yes, that moment will be in December. But for now, we're calling each media practitioner.
He's only emphasizing on December. Meaning he cannot make it this time. I said it. Sarah Asan, count them out. I am coming. Wait for me. All right, that should be the last one, right?
That's the last one, the most important one. Lipsy, I cannot wait to see you on the 14th.
Watch me with my tracksuit or my sweatpants or whatever, running,
Okay.
So I do it majestically.
Okay.
Talk less of running.
Okay.
I am not you. We're going for a break and then come back.
All right.
All right, baax na ñu del siwaat xam nga dafa baaxoon ñu dem break su ko defee loolu doon wax Sara yaa bëgguloo gaa déggal xam nga soo nekkee naandite doo dee soona
non
gis nga soo yaroo ci ghetto bii nii dang dee understand
definitely
so yow foo yaroo ci ghetto
yeah so ma ghetto bi what I mean is bu ko foog ghetto bi no ghetto
let's differentiate ghetto
no what do you think ghetto to be
no let's differentiate
yaru ghetto to be
let's differentiate yaru kër ak yaru ghetto
no suñu waxee loolu yëfi ndongo moo tax ñu
no kon yow ndongo nga
no of course ndongo la
okay
yow doo ndongo
no
that's the problem
man
no da nga war a nekk ndongo xam nga la mooy problème
no
people cannot distinguish the difference between ndongo and bandi I am not a bandit but I am a ndongo
I am not a bandit I am not a ndongo Zangi is not a bandit
Zangi is not a ndongo gis nga
I'm a good girl
hey
Zangi is not both
because understand leen nit ki dafa war a nekk ndongo gis nga kay moo la koo dégg ñu ne kii dafa gaaw kii dafa smart because of ndongo la loolu mooy yëfi ndongo soo déggee ndongo mooy ku gaaw
I am smart
thank you very much
I am smart intelligent man yow but dama boole yooyu yëpp I'm not a ndongo
thank you very much
no you don't understand what ndongo is can somebody please help me
mafia is ndongo
no
waaw
oh god
man ndongo la te góor da nga war a nekk ndongo
okay
mafia
bu uyuma gis nga taay bi xale sax ta oru gaay ta boy soo nekkul ndongo doo mën a téye
really
laay Sara soo nekkul ndongo sax lu nit fax sa bu laa Sara nekkul ndongo
okay
da nga war a nekk ndongo Assane xëy na ndongo la laajal Assane wala nga laaj kaw su baaji am soo kaw su da la dëgg la bro wax na dëgg man ndongo la you need to be that ndongo don't be a bandit but be a ndongo at this ngay smart si ngay def everything yeah tomorrow Friday inshallah la ñoo ñëwaat back and then we hope to have you again.
Is tomorrow Friday?
Tomorrow Thursday. Or will I tomorrow Thursday.
The 5. But anyways, thank you all for joining us on the Breakfast Show. We're sure to come your way tomorrow when we meet again. I'll bring you more exciting news on what's trending on social media.
Okay.
Sarah will help in bringing news on the newspaper, and Lipsy here will also help in the analysis.
Every day we'll play that video. That
Mid-run challenge. Yes.
Then go play every.
Yeah.
At least you convince ko bala time video.
It can be Samas, Yawak Sar.
I am.
Yes.
Mandama nyo. Sarah is not coming. Sarah, what last would you say? Sarah is not coming.
Okay.
I know you are right now eager for the Ramadan to close.
Wow, lul mom bu waxatu ko.
Wow, Mr. Gromso.
Yeah.
Mr. Gromso.
Amul problème. Suma kaas TV la nama rek. Ay buguma sekke ne njawe ne njowe ni dega ko.
Okay, I will just say thank you very much, and then also, this is an opportunity for my Star to host the media run, which I know is very important. I have also meeting with them. They met me, at my office. I discuss with them that we are the first media house, to host it, and it's going to be an event with a difference. Yeah. Because I'll make sure that I know I cannot have all my staff because we have a lot of staffs, but most of them, will come and participate. Definitely. At least so that we can raise the bar higher.
Yeah.
We have to make it lively.
Yeah.
All right. The likes of Jacqueline, the likes of Lipsy, Dylan Fanega, come and see your stars. Jacqueline Mohammed guy, anyway,
I think Jacqueline has been there, huh?
No.
Yeah. I've been there.
House ka tali bi di tàccu suñ ko mënoon sax students la ñoo ñëw téye seen flag di tàccu comme ni ñu def baro suy rom gars defal la ko. Anyway, we're going for this is where we're going to draw the curtain. Then tomorrow we're coming for another edition of this breakfast show. Thank you very much for the pleasure of your company. Till tomorrow, inshallah. Stay tuned and enjoy the rest of our programs.
Your favorite and most talked about Mid-run challenge is here again. It's getting bigger, better and nicer.
So what are you waiting for? Join the challenge to keep fit, socialize and stay healthy at no cost. Date Saturday, May 14, 2022. It's called Corite Fiesta.
Oh yes, it's Corite Fiesta. Distance 3 kilometers from Westfield to traffic lights. Time 8 a.m. sharp. Yes, it's here again.
So come meet all and make new friends. Don't forget to bring along your colleague at work and outside. Come burn some calories, reaffirm your health for a healthy body reaps a productive mind.
Remember, it's Saturday, 14th May 2022 from Westfield to traffic lights at 8 a.m. sharp. So don't miss out. Each one bring one.